Hello. Let's see. I've never gone live and then gone on screen so quickly. But I have to tell Fred that I'm streaming because he wants to raid me and his tire is deflating. I am live. Should really tell the other people in the world that I'm live, but what are you gonna do? Actually, let's check. Let's even see. Blam, blam, blam. Too much crap. Hi, Swill. Can you see me with your eyeballs? I was just about to open the stream on my phone so that I could see that. Yay! Excellent. Sorry there's no intro music today, but Fred insisted on busting his tire and being like, I need to end. So, hello. How are you, Dean? How are you, Swell? I will say, I get to talk as much shit as I want about Fred today because literally not only did I save his ass, wait, I can raid myself? This is madness. I've still got Fred's stream open but muted obviously so you guys can't hear it, but it's like, hey, we're raiding, and I'm like, wait, that's me. So I'm about to raid into myself. I don't know what that even means, but yes, I think I'm getting hummus raided. Stunning, beautiful. Yeah, anyway, I will make sure that Fred gives me info about how he gets home because obviously he's busted his bike again, which is unfortunate. I will say, because one, I had to bring him his raincoat today because he got it delivered to my flat, not his. And then once we had done that, he friggin' gave me his smelly old jacket and asked me to wash it so I can bully him however I want. Yeah, deliver the hummus. Don't. Oh my god. That was so embarrassing. The horror, the shame. Oh my god, raid message, raid message, raid message. Hi everybody, how are you doing? Bendover coming in with a 25-month sub, which is unbelievable. Thank you for subbing when this channel was Twitch London. That's very appreciated. Hummus delivered, yes. Hey Mrs. Boom, how are you doing? Yeah, the thing is, okay, I am really pleased to have hummus, and I will say it did improve my falafel plate overall to have the hummus. But it was deeply shameful to be sitting there as, like, essentially it was like me and I think like one other person. And then in Fred walks with hummus. The guy thought I'd ordered it.
Hummus.
In exchange for wash? I know. He was just being nice. He was just trying to bribe me. Thank you for the bits, by the way. He was just trying to bribe me because I had to put a freaking wash on. Well, that was actually when Fred was like, are you going live this second? I was literally putting the wash on with his smelly little jacket in it. I'm actually up to date on my laundry, so I had to scrape together a few things to make it not a waste. And he gets free electricity. I don't. Bloody outrageous. He's going to get charged 5 to 6p. How much do we think a load on eco in a normal washing machine costs? It can't be much, right? Hey, thank you so much for the tier 1 sub. You are a fucking icon. Love that. Appreciate you so much. Fucking Govy. Right. I'm writing this down so that we do not have to deal with this ever again. I've got lists on lists of things I need to be doing. In today's economy, who knows? True. Fix. I already fixed this once, though. Fix Govy brightness bug. Spam. I'll put spams where
The hummus brightness can only be adjusted between 1 and 100.
So, if you've just come over from Deliver the Food, i.e. Fred's stream, hello everyone, my name is Emily. You can call me Emily, you can call me Lemony, you can call me Bello, you can call me whatever you want. Back before Fred and I got together, and before Mopoline, that's a classic.
Breaks can only be adjusted between 1 and 100.
Okay, that kind of hit, but that's not, stop. Okay, that kind of hit, but I still reject it. Yeah, back before Sophie, my sister, joined my like group of friends, and before Fred and I got married, everyone just called me Bello. So I actually never used to go by Emily because there were too many Emilys around. When you're born in the 90s and your name is Emily, there are always 6 other Emilys who have taken the name and all other nicknames. So Anyway, I've got half a coffee. I was going to make myself a fresh one, but somebody broke their bicycle. Yeah, also to avoid confusion, because I know some of you have come over from Fred's stream and have never seen me before. Fred and I used to stream together. We streamed together for like 10 years on an old channel that we had together. But then we broke up. We are now no longer together, and therefore we stream in different places and live in different places. We still have a cat together. We're still good friends. That is the update. Now you know the information, in case people are always like, what's going on? Fred, are you secretly a woman? Who's this underneath your stream? Etc. Dragon Age Veilguard hit Game Pass today. You know what? I have never played a Dragon Age, but I think I would enjoy them. But do I have time? Maybe, maybe not. I don't know. I feel like I should make more time to try games that I've never tried before. Do you know what I mean? So Dave, thank you for the follow. It is a pleasure to find you, for you to find me over here. I actually need to add a panel below my stream so that people who watch me and don't know where Fred's gone now know where Fred is. Because Fred kept our old channel, right? It was fine. I said keep it. Like, it wasn't... Just to be clear, because people are desperate for there to be, like, more drama than there is. It was not like Fred stole it from me or anything. We just were having a discussion and that's what we decided. I need to update the latest video. You're right! Wait, I made the thumbnail. I have it. Let's see if I can find it. Latest YouTube video. Add image. Let's see if we can find the image. Which one did I go with? That one, I think. Okay. Done. And then I just need to link to the correct video. You're very smart. And the Discord link while you're there? True! So it is now Fred and M. That changed yesterday. Fred and M is the Discord channel. Submit. And then latest YouTube video, I just got to get the link. Yay, that worked. Check the link works. Check everything. The thing is, right, Fred can get away with this bullshit because when he's live, there's very little he can do from the bike. But I really can't get away with it because I have a computer at my disposal right now. Hang on. Share. Copy the link. Go over here. Paste this in here. Submit. Okay, I'm going to turn off edit panels and we'll see if everything's working. I don't know if that worked. Hold on, let me check. I am in the back end of Fred's stream fixing stuff. That's why he had to relog me in. Because, like, he's always like, obviously, that didn't work. Why? I pressed submit. What more do you want from me, Twitch? One moment. Cracking entertainment. Honestly, all of my most recent images on my computer are just pictures of Fred's bloody emotes. Submit. The file is too large. I'm in Fred's back end. Look, you know, after all these years of marriage, you know, things get stale. You're still using the Astro 50 keyboard, and Astro 50's in keyboard that you won during Mugmas. What can I say? What can I say? I gave a lot to that community. I organized a lot of shit. All right. I actually feel bad because people are like, Emily, are you doing special stuff for Christmas? And I'm like, no, I hate Christmas now. And they're like, are you going to like bring back Mugmas but on this channel? And I'm like, no. I probably will over time. I just need to soften my heart. You know what I mean? Hang on, I'm just downloading a shitter quality version of my stunning thumbnail for my latest YouTube video. But I will. Just give me time. Yo, Alcoholic Panda, how are you doing? Great musical choices today, by the way. Love some Michael Kiwanuka. Right, this should work now. He is great. Sorry. This isn't you. If you're at a computer, your shit's not blowing up. It's me. I'm doing the wrong. Panda. We got another panda? How many pandas in a row can we get? Let's go. Okay, this should actually work now. What the hell? We're gathering pandas. I was looking up pandas last night to see, because I saw a video where they were talking about, like, how, what's the word? Endangered they were. And I was like, I swear pandas are no longer endangered. And I looked it up and they're not. So once again, big random YouTube short that was probably AI generated is lying. No one could have seen it coming. But yes, also for the random thing where it says Govee can't update, it's this. This light is by a brand called Govee, therefore it refers to itself as that. It shouldn't, but it is in communication with Twitch chat because you guys can change the colors. They tried to milk you the other day. They tried to milk a panda. I know pandas are very friendly and sweet and nice. I'm just not confident that a panda in its like overall size and stature would put up with the milking. I don't think that they would. Pandas are very much about their own comfort. I learned something absolutely horrifying though in my Googling about bears. Did you know bears, if they eat you alive.
Cough, cough.
They don't kill
Check,
you and
check.
then eat you.
1, 2, 3. Are you ready for this? The Govee brightness can only be adjusted between 1 and 100.
You're pushing me over the fucking line. I made a PowerPoint of bear facts. No, I didn't. What's the world's best zoo in the UK? One of the things that my therapist straight up, like, just to be clear, my therapist has given me much better advice than this, but I was talking about I don't really like doing anything for my birthday. I just like avoiding it and letting it pass. Like, that's what I did this year. Not from, like, an aging perspective. It just makes me kind of depressed. And she was like, well, what would you like to do in your, like, birthday if there was no worry about, like, anything? You just wanted to do it. And I was like, I'd like to go to one of those, like, fancy zoos or, like, one of the places in the UK that, like, you could drive around and, like, see zebras and stuff. And she was like, well, you should arrange that for next year. And I was like, curse you, woman, but I might. So I need good recommendations. Is Chester Zoo the one that just opened, like, a whole fake savannah? You know? Yeah, it's this streams all your viewers on me on different accounts. Don't believe me. Exactly. I know that because of Tim Treadwell's case. Who's Tim Treadwell?
If you haven't
Is
watched Grizzly Man, I recommend it. It's a good documentary film.
I have watched Grizzly Man. That's the one where that guy used to go every autumn up to Alaska on that little island, right? You can sleep with the giraffe. Holy shit, that's lit. So, hang the fuck on, Bridget. It's the one. So he used to go off to some fucking island off around Alaska. And, sorry, I'm stretching my arms. My arms are very stiff. And yeah, he went there, and then one year the bears didn't really get enough to eat, and then one of the bears fucking ate him, and he was confident the bears liked him. Yeah, and then he bought his fucking girlfriend. If you're gonna get yourself eaten, get yourself eaten. Don't drag your girlfriend up to get eaten by a bear. I'm gonna be real with you, that's not cool. That's just a fact. Ooh. That's not acceptable. Don't get eaten, like, full stop. But yeah, there's audio of that, right? But it's not public, and obviously we shouldn't want to hear that. Yeah, because I saw David Lynch, like, reacting to being eaten by a bear. No, wait. Reacting to the audio of Tim and his girlfriend getting eaten by a bear. Katie. They'll eat you alive too. Different way. You ever seen the video of that giraffe chasing a safari jeep? Scary but funny. Oh, it wasn't David Lynch, it was Werner Herzog. Of course it was Werner Herzog. Do they look similar, or am I just imagining that? Let's compare. Yeah, how can I confuse? They're both weird old dudes. Okay, so that's what David Lynch looks like. Werner Herzog. They're both old and white. That's it. They don't really look similar. I did not stream snipe Fred.
There is audio, but it's in a safety deposit box and will never be published online. It was scary enough to disturb Werner Herzog, which should mean you never want to hear it.
They're both old and white, reaching. Well, that's what I'm saying. They don't look similar. So I'm like, well, they're both old and white, and they have quite particular faces, but they don't actually look similar. Yeah, I did not stream snipe Fred. I went out. One, he's always stream sniping me, all right? Because I'm just walking about living my life and he's riding his bike past me all the time. Rude. Okay, step one. Step two, what else? I don't know what step two is. He was like, it's raining and I accidentally had my jacket delivered to Emily's flat. And I was like, that's what was delivered today. I didn't think I'd ordered anything. So I had to get dressed, go downstairs, get him the jacket, get rained on, as per, and then accused of stream sniping. It's absolutely outrageous. Crazed. All you can see is Herzog's reaction to listening. Yeah. Well, the reason I found out about that is apparently, I'm not looking this up. Please don't look it up. It sounds like the worst thing in the whole world. There is audio of a woman who was out in the woods in like, where the fuck was she? Siberia, who gets eaten by a grizzly bear over the course of like an hour and was calling her mum, being like, the bear's eating me. I was like, I didn't need to know that that was a thing that has happened. Like, oh my God, the horrors of modern technology, that you could be getting like regular updates from your daughter who's being actively consumed by a bear in the woods. Nah. I know we already had Bible bashing in Fred's stream today, but God's not real. Can't be. Just can't be. That's not right. There's no way. How am I going to design this shit? I'm going to make it so bears eat you from their legs up. Because apparently that's why you want to be got by like a real apex predator, right? And you're like, Emily, a bear is an apex predator. But like, what I mean is a bear is an omnivore. You want a carnivore apex predator. They'll fucking crush your head or they'll squeeze your neck. You die. They'll eat you. Good bits first. These fucking omnivores, like us, they'll just start nibbling whatever they fancy. There's a Canadian singer-songwriter who got eaten by wolves in Canada. She got to release one album before the wolves got her. That's fucking insane. Like, what are the chances of being eaten by wolves? Maybe I do need to make a PowerPoint. Return of the PowerPoint. And this time it's just Emily lists times that she's heard people got eaten by wild animals, in brackets, not good. Like, did you know hippos will swallow you, like, essentially whole? It's too much. Bears don't go for your throat and kill you before they eat you. They go for your tasty bits. They don't give a fuck if you're alive at the time. That's insane. Yeah. Well, hippos are about a lot. When I swam in the Nile, I legit was like, you still got hippos up here? You still got crocs? They were like, no, we have two dams. We have the big dam and the small dam, and the big dam is behind the big dam is where all of the animals are. And I was like, okay, cool. So I swam and I was okay. Nothing ate me. But you know when you're like about to get in the water and you're like, wait, am I a stupid white woman who's about to be eaten by crocodiles in Egypt? And I was like, hey guys. Wait. Hey, what's the stitch? And they were like, no, babe. They were like, no, I would not go swimming if there were fucking crocodiles and hippos ready to eat me. And I was like, great news. Great news. Still let him get him first. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, no, that's insane. That's insane. Hang on. Taylor Mitchell. Oh my God. She was 19. Who made this thumbnail? Hang on. Fucking YouTubers need to be okay, I know I'm talking about it and technically that makes it content or whatever. But who made this thumbnail? Go get some taste. Get some decorum. Okay? Don't fucking... That's tacky. That you can talk about terrible things that happened without... And monetize it if you must, without being that ridiculous. Oh. It wasn't wolves, it was coyotes? No, it's a coy wolf. So it's a hybrid wolf. Okay, this is weird. Yeah, so she died aged 19 of injuries and blood loss after 2 eastern coyotes, in brackets, coy wolves, which links to, no, it's not whiskey, it's just black coffee. I love whiskey. Whiskey's probably my favorite animal. My favorite animal? Girl, what the hell? Whiskey's probably my favorite alcohol. But I don't even know if I have any. I might have a little bit left in my bottle. I've got a bottle of Bunnahabhain, which is probably my favorite. At least that's accessible to me and moderately affordable. The most dangerous liquid animal. Yeah, whiskey turns me into the most dangerous animal. A coy wolf is a canid hybrid descended from coyotes, eastern wolves, grey wolves, and dogs. So that's probably why they were acting crazy. Because you know how it is, like, when you breed different... Because obviously, dogs all have their own personalities, but the breed will have certain, like, archetypes, right? And then when you mix a bunch of breeds, you sometimes get an animal that's, like, got quite a bizarre personality. Because, like, they've got all of these different kind of clashing parts. That's a really bad explanation, but hopefully you understand what I mean. So... maybe that's the situation, because I think I remember hearing about this, that she was like, there are coyotes, and people were like, lol, what? No, the coyotes wouldn't be going for you. And then they did. And then they did, and then everyone was like, oh, I can't believe that actually happened. Avoid the Arctic, valid, definitely. With black or brown grizzlies, you have a chance. Oh no, with polar bears, you're fucked. I think the only thing you can do with a polar bear is attempt to make sure it gets you head first. Present your head. Is that a laminator? Yeah, fuck it. Anyone who likes to stream is no longer a tart. You're now a laminator. It's been a long week. Don't get me started. Levins. No, it's been fine. It's been fine. I've just been sleeping like so badly, like insanely. But I've started taking my medication at different times. We're taking it early. When I first started taking my medication, initially, it was making me sleepy. But I think now it's keeping me awake, because I usually take it at night. I mean, mate, it's a shameful stop. It's a shame for a 19-year-old to be eaten by coyotes, whether she's talented or not. I think that's about the same, Blues. I think that's about the same. I haven't bought any in ages. Honestly, I've not really been drinking, because... when you're like not in like a fantastic 10 out of 10 headspace, I just don't think that alcohol ever makes me feel better. So I have been drinking like occasionally with friends or something. But like being eaten by coyotes is bad even if you're talentless. I'm going to be real with you. If I was eaten by coyotes at 19, didn't you say you started depression meds at 7? Because, yeah. So like, I've been saving alcohol for like when I'm in a really, really good mood. When I'm like, yes, I am going to have so much fun this evening, then I'll have a couple of drinks. But like, otherwise, I've not really been drinking, because it's not even like, oh no, it makes me feel good, and then like, I shouldn't rely on chemicals for that. Valid. But truly, it just makes me cry, and then that's so cringe. Like, what do you mean you had a whiskey and a cry? What are you, a cowboy? Get it together. Yeah, so $74 is £54. I think that's more than I pay. Bunnahabhain is how it's spelled. Girl, don't tell me that there's no way that you can find that. Bunnahabhain. I think that's more like it. Yeah, so the 12-year is £45 on this random whiskey website, which seems about right. And 45 is probably like $60. Yeah, 45 is $61, so it's a bit cheaper. I don't think we should feed untalented people to mad animals. That would be bad. This is the thing. We talk about people very strangely. This is just my opinion. But I think, obviously, yo, lady, wait, are there sounds? Can anyone else hear this? I can't fucking hear it. Was there a sound there? Wait. You know what it is? It's probably my banana. My banana meter is perpetually shitting the bed. I thought I'd fix that, but I haven't. Yeah, I need to change those to be a more bombastic noise. No, the juicy happens for tier 2s and tier 3s. I need to change it so it also happens for like gift bombs, and then I need to make the regular sub sound a bit more exciting. I put it as something that was a bit low key at the beginning because I knew I was going to talk about the whole breakup thing, and I didn't want it to be like, you know, every time I'm like, and then it's like, suck on my chocolate salty balls, you know, like it's just so Twitch for that to happen. So I made it something a bit more discreet, but now I need it to be loud again, or louder, not insanely loud. Also, like, I couldn't find any good sounds. Everything was annoying. Everything was like bubble bong. Okay, so questione, is this working now? Let's replay something and see if it makes a noise. Hey, I heard it. Nice. Yay, Florified Frere. You are cracking me up in Fred's stream today. But yeah, like, obviously, I think being eaten by a wolf when you're talented is bad, but I also think being eaten by a wolf when you just haven't found your talent yet. Or you haven't, you know, not all of us have innate talent. Some of us are just here. And that's not a crime. It's okay to be stupid and ugly. You still don't deserve to be eaten by wolves. You see, the left will tell you it's okay. It's never okay to be eaten by wolves. A very back end of you. Excuse me, I've already been accused of some back end related things. Speaking of drinking, I had someone recently. Speaking of drinking, I read recently that really hit me. No, I just can't read. I read something recently that really hit me. For people with anxiety, the first 2 drinks don't count because they just make you feel normal. Yeah, you should probably talk to the doctors about anxiety medication. If you need to drink to feel normal, there are less addictive pills that can do that for you. I swear down. If you're in pain, there are painkillers. I mean, not all of them are less addictive. Probably if you're in pain, just smoke some weed. Obviously, I am a doctor. I am presenting myself as a doctor. I think you should take all of my advice as gospel. That's why I stream on Twitch. No, obviously I'm not a doctor. I don't know what I'm talking about. Do whatever you want. But I'm just saying, you know, we got beta blockers. We got SSRIs. We got various painkillers. We got anti-inflammatories. We got a little bit of weed. We probably don't want to just hit the bottle, in my opinion. The medical research about the detriments of alcohol keep getting larger. I know. It really pisses me off. Because I'm out here. Okay, admittedly, I've not been in my drinking bag recently. But historically, I've loved to drink. I've always gotten very well with alcohol. And what am I faced with? Every single vague drop of alcohol is like actively taking a fucking cheese grater to your insides. And I'm like, okay, but what is a safe amount of alcohol? Literally none. Well, what about rinsing your mouth out with fucking mouthwash? No, even that will give you mouth cancer. Oh, fucking K. The only mood-altering substances that are legal in the UK are tobacco, alcohol, and caffeine. I know. It does suck. We're run by a bunch of old people who are fucking idiotic, who do not listen to what science has to say on anything, do not listen to what good sense has to say about how to handle illegal drugs, and instead just go based on... It's like the UK is absolutely the most vibes-based place. Not in the world. There are plenty of other countries that do the exact same thing, but you're like, I think weed's bad. What's that based on? Like, I'm not saying that you can't think weed's bad, but is it based on anything? No. I just think it's bad. Why? Common sense. And then that's the law. Well, we didn't think germs existed. And then somebody worked it out. We made fun of them for 25 years. Then every single person in the country got fucking tuberculosis off penny licks for ice cream. And they realized that washing things was kind of important. You know? Honestly, Keir Starmer's so embarrassing. He wants so badly to appeal to old white dudes. And, like, he is so desperate to be, like, in his rich dude circle and be seen as, like, not one of those woke, overly liberal leftists. And therefore, he just makes the worst decisions. I mean, obviously, the further right you go, the worse the decisions are. But he still makes god-awful decisions. Yeah, there were illegal things. Yeah, like, I don't even... And he probably has to... Wait, I've got a friend in Ireland who got into the UK medical marijuana program. Sweet Jesus, they're overcharging for their weed, though. He has to get prescribed a specific strain with a specific level of THC. No, it is stupid. It really is. It's insanely stupid. Like, the fact is, if you can turn around... Like, admittedly, if you're interested, there is lots of very interesting, like, historical stuff about, like, why we even call marijuana. It's to make it sound more foreign. Like, why it's associated with certain things, certain groups of people, laziness. It's all racism. But what's interesting is that, yes, obviously, historically, people made assumptions about why something was bad, and I'm sure that there are some downsides, right? Like, breathing any burnt fucking organic compound is bad for your lungs. I think you should, Boom. Babe, the sun's going down. Somebody better be having fun. So it's really interesting that even though we're basing a lot of our opinions on something, on what people were thinking in the 1800s, apparently that's just common sense. That's just the right way. And I'm like, what is the point in having you if you won't look at the new information and make changes? There are absolutely so many aspects in our history where we can turn around and go, oh, with this new information, that was actually a bad decision. But for some reason, turning around and saying, like, oops, cutting down all the old growth forests and then replanting them is not the same. That's a bad move. We should stop doing it. And then everyone's like, that's woke. And I'm like, at what point do we just not accept any new information? Do you know what I mean? It's noon in Seattle. I'm still not going to argue with you. I mean, you follow your heart. Do you have work today? How high can you be at work safely? Are you going to drive a car? These are the questions I have for you. How are things in Seattle? I hear that it's raining over there too. Love that for both of us. You know what, though? When anyone comes in and announces that they're from anywhere that isn't London, I'm going to be like, is it dangerous? Is it scary? Are you terrified? It's truly one of the more annoying things about watching Fred stream is literally just that people are like, how many times have you been stabbed today? Guys, just watch the stream. You'll see what London's like because you can just watch the fucking stream. Like, the amount of people who just come in, they're like, you think you're safe? You could be dead any minute. Guys, we must get a grip. Like, I can't imagine being so scared of a place you've never even been. Oh my God, have you not seen Fred's chat? It's crazy to me. I don't think there's anything wrong with not knowing, but this, like, attitude that, like, yeah, it's bad. It's like, and who are we supposed to be scared of, guys? Let's ask ourselves that. There's a lot of, like, do you hear people speaking other languages? Yeah, well, that's the thing, is, like, on one hand, Fred is streaming in a very fucking chill part of London. Like, yeah, crimes happen. It's a big city. What are you going to do? But even if he were in a rougher area, there are still lots of people who are delivering there and doing other jobs there all the time. There are people who live there all the time. Like, yes, some areas you want to be, I don't know, a little more mindful about where you lock up your bike or something. But, like, it's so weird that people think that everybody who lives in London is living in, like, constant fear. It's like, it's a pretty chill place to live, Yeah, this is what I'm saying. And I don't want to say to people, guys, the shit that you're spouting is racist as hell. Who are you so scared of? Yeah, London has lots of people from lots of different areas. It's something I love about living here. It means that I grew up surrounded by tons of different cultures, tons of different food, tons of different music. I'm not scared of people from any different part of the world because I've already met people from there and some of them are really nice and some of them are cunts. Spoiler alert, that's life. But yeah, I mean, it's been like that for years though. Once I went to Sweden to DreamHack. I think it was the first time. So I went to DreamHack, and it was a really weird situation. Because I was being paid to go over there for some event. I can't remember what it was. But I was being paid over there to go over there and do something. And if it was the first one, actually, I think it was the PUBG one. And we were supposed to be being picked up from the airport because there's no like airport that's really close by. You've got to like get a coach. Fine. So the people who are supposed to pick us up are just not there. I can't really remember what happened. So we're just there like, shit. We'll have to work out a way. But obviously, loads of other people who are flying in are also going to DreamHack. Fantastic. So we find some esports team and we're like, hey guys, are you going to Yon Shopping? I still don't know how you're supposed to pronounce that, by the way. And so they're like, we're like, are you going there? They're like, yes, we've got a whole coach. Do you want to get in? We were like, fantastic. Love that. Now we don't have to worry about getting taxis, you know, nice and easy. And then we get in the thing and there's this woman sitting there and she's from California. And we're like, no way, you're from California. We're from London. How was your trip? How's the flight? We've been to California a couple of times. It's pretty cool. What bit are you from? Whatever, you know, just making conversation. And she turns to us and goes, oh, you're from London? And I was like, yeah. She was like, I didn't know you could get out. I heard you were under siege. This woman legitimately thought the city of London was actively under siege by terrorists? ? I would say, Emily, you're lying, but I was there and I had this conversation. And Fred was also there. You can ask him without telling him I mentioned it. Literally, she thought we were like unable to leave because we'd been overwhelmed by scary brown people. When was the last time London was under siege? I don't know about a siege. Because the last time the UK was invaded was 1066, successfully. Was 1066, right? The Normans, fucking French, doing their fucking, exactly, the bloody fucking French. Coming over here. Shooting people in the eye and stuff. 1460. Yeah, that's the funny thing. Like, I've been to LA, I've been to San Francisco. There are some rough parts. I'm not lying. I walked through. Look, I got told, Emily, don't walk through the Tenderloin. And I said, I'm from London. I'm from a big city. I don't need to be scared of anything. And then I walked through the Tenderloin and I walked through and everyone was on the stoops, like smoking crack. And I was like, go, if you get killed here, this is your own fault. You were warned. You were warned. You're walking through like full tourist. You've got your little sunglasses on your head. You've got your camera around your neck. You're like, with your British accent, your bottle of watering down the road, could not stand out more. And then, but you know what? As much as it was a scary road, literally nothing happened. So how much of a fuss can I make? It was a good shout to tell me not to go there, but I did. And nothing happened, because that is still what happens most of the time. Even when you go to a sketchy area, you know? Pretty hard to besiege. Well, you couldn't besiege London now, it's too big. But like old Londinium, small, you know? It's been creeping out for a long time. A lot of the places, like a lot of the place names in London represent like how it used to be viewed. So, you know, a lot of places are like basically named like beautiful part of the countryside. Now it's all tower blocks. That wasn't even the Tenderloin. That was next to it. That was 36 the Mission. I was, Boudica, baby. I was going to say, I don't think Boudica, she like stormed it because there's the layer of ash, right? If you like, okay, Boudica did so much fucking burning, okay? She was resisting the Romans. She did so much burning with her like army from Norfolk that there is like a historical layer of ash that's Boudica's layer of ash. Let's go. You know, I love me some East Anglia. Love this history moment. I studied history. I really love history. But yeah, no, when I was she's snagging a massive the Budokan Destruction Horizon. Now that's fucking impact. No one's forgetting you when you do that. She sacked London with the Iceni tribe. Yeah. I think London was smaller then, but still cool. That's a really good name. If I get any talent, if before the wolves inevitably eat me, I gain any talent, I will be using Budokan Destruction Horizon as the name. Yeah, and people can be like, BDH, BDH. Yeah, that would work. Fuck yeah.
The last siege was in 1471, when Thomas Neville, the bastard of Falkenberg, leading a Lancastrian fleet and army, besieged London after the Battle of Barnet.
I have no idea if that's a joke. I'm going to say, here's why I think it's not a joke. I know Neville is a historical rich person land-owning London name. So I'm going to say it's not a joke, but the idea of the Battle of Barnet seems like a joke. What the fuck is the Battle of Barnet? No, it's real. Oh, it's part of the War of the Roses. Everyone was fighting the whole time. Wow, that's a nice picture, though. Wikipedia has some good art of this battle, in my opinion. They look like a bunch of ants. Hang on. Look at this. That's nice. I like that. I'm into it. Yeah. No, I mean, Barnet's a place. It's just, yeah. War of the Roses, classic stuff. What we got going on? April the 14th, 1471, Easter Day near Barnet, when a small Hertfordshire town north of London. This is what I'm saying. London has crept out and absorbed everyone. Edward led the House of York in a fight against the House of Lancaster, which backed Henry VI for the throne. He was the one who won, I think. Leading the Lancastrian army was Richard Neville, Earl of Warwick, who played a crucial role in the fate of each king. Ooh, okay. He was playing both sides. Historians regard the battle as one of the most important clashes in the War of the Roses, since it brought about a decisive turn in the fortunes of the two houses. Edward's victory was followed by 14 years of Yorkist rule. Now we know. It was a village a long way from London then. This is what I'm saying. It was, yeah. Yeah, well, I don't know that much about the War of the Roses. We focused a great deal on the post-War of the Roses. You know, Henry VIII, the Tudors, that whole thing. We, talked about it, but I don't feel like it got given, as much attention as you think it would. Because I feel like history, as it's taught in British schools, is really trying to pick and choose bits where we did either good or interesting things, and not A, the really boring stuff, or B, all of the millions of genocidal war crimes. We'd never have Yorkie bars. I'm going to say yes. I'm going to say you're right, and I'm not going to look it up. He stopped supporting Edward IV because he married an English commoner. But the commoners are so hot, and you're not related to them. It's amazing. And Warwick tried to negotiate a marriage to a French princess. Look, your kids would have come out cross-eyed, feet on your head on your feet, just absolute state of it. You know, you need some fresh blood sometimes. The mother of the princess in the tower, everyone hated her. Oh my god, okay. Okay, we need to bring you on as a guest to give us a talk about the War of the Roses. Because I don't know enough. My creepy history teacher gave me chocolate bars once because I did really well on my homework. Glad the other teacher was in class because, ooh. He also bullied the good teacher till she cried. Okay, I'm going to be real with you. How big was the chocolate bar? If it was a full-size chocolate bar, he's a creep. If it was the little kid-size ones that you give out at a kid's birthday. You know when it's your birthday at school and you could go in with a bag of sweets and hand them out? If it's that size, I think you can get away with it. If it's a full-size chocolate bar, nah. Nah, that's too much. Oh, I know about history. I love that. You see, I knew I liked you. I knew I had good vibes with you in chat. That's fantastic. But yeah, no, I was always more into modern history. It's not really true. Modern history is what I studied. But I also really love ancient history. I just get a bit lost with like the British kings in the middle, you know? I should just read a proper book about it. A full-size bounty or something. Nah, that's sketch. That's sketch. If you're talking full size, that's weird. I really love modern history, you know, like what I did yesterday. Mate, you've not made history. I can guarantee you that. No, modern history, like, sort of formation of America and onwards, you know. Lot of interesting stuff happened for me there. But I was also really into politics, so I studied modern history and American politics. So I got the best of both worlds. You know, so it all tied in really nicely together. Warwick promptly switched sides and got killed. He got killed? Oh, what a dongus. Held a trophy from the TV show Pointless. You get a trophy? Oh, Edward promptly ate himself to death suddenly, and then his brother Richard III offered his nephews. Oh, were those the kings in the tower, the princes in the tower? And they found the bones. Yes, and then Richard was found buried under a lidl. Yes, 100%. I know what you're talking about. In the Tower of London. I should see if they would let me do an IRL stream in the Tower of London. That'd be really fun. I bet they wouldn't. They've got the fucking... What's the stones? The royal... The crown jewels. They've got the crown jewels, so I bet they wouldn't let me show those. They get all strict and up themselves about it. Yeah. There were rumors that people still don't believe that we know what happened to them, but they did literally find bones in the walls of the Tower of London of 2 children. I'm like, I'm pretty sure that answers that question. That's actually so cute. I love that. Under a reserved parking space in Leicester. I do think it's crazy how people can have like this incredible impact on history and then we'll literally lose them. Yo, Shiznit, thank you so much. Like, how are we lost a king? That's crazy. Shiznit, you rule. Everybody, thank you so much for the support. Now the question is, I do have interesting things to talk about today. I got distracted. Oh my god. I just realized something. Did you know that, you know, New York Times bought Wordle? They also do a mini crossword. They fucking paywalled the mini crossword. My evening is ruined. I like to do the mini crossword. I think it's fun. I need to find somebody else who's got... Do I mean a crossword? I think so. Yeah, I do. They fucking paywalled it. I am absolutely furious. Look! Not a moment of joy left for me in this world. Yeah. I was confusing crossword with... What's the one where you have to find the words in the and put a little bubble around them? Word search. Yeah, they are bastards. I was confusing it with a word search. I think my brain was going crossword, acrostic poem, you know, where like there's... So it's something they make you do when you're like 8 at school. You write down like lemon and you're like, lovely, Emily. What would the M be? The only word I could think of was mammaries. That's inappropriate. Point being, then you'd stick it on the wall and then go, great, thanks, go home. Melon. Listeners. What's crisscross? I've never heard of that one. Unlike news websites, you can't use Archive to bypass the crossword. Yeah, I was having to look up something on Archive yesterday. Yeah, I was reading an article about ChatGPT and people using it as their to be a therapist, and it was and it was fucking New York Times. Fucking New York Times did a thing saying a teen was suicidal. ChatGPT was the friend he confided in. By the way, he ended up killing himself. And like there were loads of red flags that obviously ChatGPT did not do anything with because, you know, it can't. It's not actually thinking, you know? And I was trying to read it and it was literally behind a paywall. And I was like, can you maybe let me see this? So I had to use the Archive website. AI psychosis. Well, it's not even really AI psychosis. That is very interesting. And I am actually working on a PowerPoint about from the subreddit, My Boyfriend is AI, because people are like marrying their AI boyfriends, which is not good, in my personal opinion. But it wasn't even AI psychosis. He didn't like believe the AI was like telling him to kill himself. It was just the fact that he was using the AI to talk about his mental health issues, and he kept saying things, and it's really sad. So like, I'm gonna need to talk about this for a minute. Like, trigger warning, if this is too difficult for you, mute me for a couple of minutes. But he was talking about things that he was doing to try and get his family to notice that he wanted to kill himself, including like having red marks around his neck and like saying like his mum didn't notice. And at no point was the system like, hey, go downstairs and say this, you know, because obviously it's there to be agreeable. It's like, oh yes, it is a terrible shame that your mum didn't notice that. But obviously if he was speaking to an actual human, any human, like, you would say, I mean, hell, like I have had my fair share of random people in Twitch chat be like, I'm going to tell you my whole life story. And I'm also going to tell you like about my mental health issues. And I obviously have to be like, hey, just so you know, this isn't the place for that. I can't provide you support. But that being said, if somebody was like, oh, I was trying to harm myself and I wanted my mum to notice and she didn't, I'd be like, walk the fuck downstairs and say the words. That's just the fact of the matter. But ChatGPT is too busy going, oh, it really sucks when somebody doesn't notice you. Like, no, you know? Yeah, no, and also, like, at the end of the day, I'm of the opinion that when it comes to Twitch chat, it's my job to, like, let people know what I expect from them. So, one, it's fine to talk about life being shit or having a hard time or whatever. Obviously, there are absolutely times where people will be like, Emily, I want to talk to you about all my problems. And I'm like, that's not something I can do for you, babe. Like, I am not trained or, like, it would be inappropriate for me to do that. That being said, I'm still going to give you better advice than, sorry they didn't notice, better luck next time. That is not good advice. Because, yeah, there are plenty of people that I have seen who genuinely think that, like, AI is really talking to them. But I don't think that a 16-year-old is going to have a good understanding of, like, what this system can do for you. Because, yeah, it keeps posting links going, oh, if you're sad, make sure that you call a number. Yeah, I mean, the thing is, I think disconnected and lonely is a way that the majority of 16-year-olds feel. And I know that I felt that way when I was that young, and that was a long time ago. So I can't imagine how much worse it is for people now. And the fact is, like, this, I only read some of this article, but I plan on reading the rest of it. But they were saying, like, he's into looks maxing. I don't know if you guys know about looks maxing, but it's like an online kind of subgroup, I guess, of people who are like, how do I take what I have and like improve myself? And obviously that isn't always a bad thing, but the looks maxing community is obsessed with like, how cooked am I? And then you post yourself as like an awkward, gangly 16-year-old, and people are like, take steroids, hit the gym, you need to start mewing, no one's ever going to get with you. And it's like, no, that's a child that is in puberty Everybody looks goofy and awkward. What you need is an environment that's going to say, hey, it doesn't matter how you look. Somebody will be interested in you. You are going to have a full and exciting life of good experiences and dates and stuff, you know? And it's a really incel thing, 100%. Like, is equivalent of an eating disorder? Yes, I completely agree. I actually think that there is a subculture of men who are obsessed with like the gym, like nothing wrong with the gym, just to be clear before somebody's like, I just like working out, love the gym, go for it. But I think there is a subculture of dudes who are like obsessed with the like looks maxing scene, or obsessed with like tracking all your macros and stuff, who are really, really, really negative about themselves in a way that, like, even if you look like fucking shit, you don't deserve that. Like, you know, you wouldn't say these things to anyone else, and yet you're saying them to yourself. And I do strongly believe that, like, a lot of that culture is eating disorder culture, and people just don't recognize it. I used to cry because of my physical imperfections, and I was like, oh no, no one will ever love me. Truly. Like, the fact is, it is really hard, and everyone's so weird about puberty, and it sucks because, like, you're going through puberty, right? You're hysterical, you're emotional, it is absolutely a subtype of body dysphoria. And just because there are aspects of it which can be healthy or good for you, does not mean that it is healthy and good for you. Right? Just because, like, yeah, doing exercise can be good. All these memes of people being like, just take steroids, drink caffeine, and, like, only eat protein powder. And it's just like, guys, this is fucked up. And, like, oh, no one will ever love me. If you tell yourself that, you'll believe that, and you'll also become the type of person who people aren't going to want to be around because you're going to be really unpleasant, you know? Hey, double A Ron, how you doing? Well, that's the thing as well, is that, like, I saw people talking about the new Superman, David Cornsweat, I think his name is, and saying, like, oh, well, he was a really good Superman, but he doesn't have the superhero build. Go, what? No, absolutely. Like, I fully feel you. School was a disaster. Home was a disaster. It was all a disaster. I didn't have anyone interested in me for years. I was the friend that, like, all the guys would befriend me to then get with one of my friends. Like, I was like, oh, you're just one of the boys, you know, that kind of vibe. But, like, no one really appreciates how, like, your whole body is changing. Right? Your hormones are gone crazy. You're suddenly getting crushes on people in a way that you were not before. Everyone's judging each other. You fucking smell funny. You got acne. Your hair is greasy. And then nobody wants to talk about it because everyone thinks you look gross. Like, the thing is, with, like, kids who are going through puberty, we're all like, ooh. Obviously. Like, you know, but instead of being, like, supportive, everyone's just judgmental. Like, cover this up. Don't wear that. That's too small, you know? Omni, you're so dumb. Mm-hmm. Yeah, Lemons, that sucks as well. There is a whole, like, vibe of people just being really fake, especially when they're younger, and, like, that's really sad as well. Like, you deserve to have actual friends who actually fucking like you. Oh no, I fully agree with you, English gentleman. I do. I fully agree with you. And I'm not saying that you can't be a mature early 20s person, but and I'm not saying I'm done maturing now. Like, I don't think I'm cooked. I don't think I'm done. But that being said, I am a lot more, like, confident and stable in the person that I am now. And I'm less critical of myself, even though I still am, because I'm like, it's all changing anyway. Stuff changes all the time. There is no, like, you're liked, you're disliked. It's like, sometimes you have a big group of friends you hang out with, and sometimes you got a couple of people. Both are fine, you know? weight is a number. These guys want to look like they are genetic jackpot winners, selecting pictures at a specific peak of their bodybuilding cycle and really fucking unhealthy. I don't know how many times I have seen bodybuilding big, not necessarily bodybuilders, because like we know the state bodybuilders are in when they're competing, but like I have seen, you know, professionally good looking people talking about like their hottest pictures, the times where they look the best they've ever looked, and being like, I just got out the sauna and I hadn't drunk anything in 2 days and I fainted shortly after this picture was taken. Like, it's not a realistic way that you can look. The same way that like within the more female sphere, there is an obsession with thinness, which does not work for a female body, right? Like, if you are somebody who is trying to like have healthy hormones and you have ovaries and stuff, you need body fat. I'm not saying you need as much body fat as me, right? I'm not sitting there going, everyone needs to, like, that's not what I'm saying. Because people love to do that and go like, oh, you just want people. No. But I'm telling you that being fucking a low body fat percentage as a woman is even more dangerous than it is for a man. And instead, and it's not that it's good for men, but instead of that, people are just like, oh yes, well, I drink like 9 green juices a day to try and get all of my like micronutrients and eat like 1 square of butter, and I'm hoping that's enough fat to keep my brain functional. And it's like, update, it isn't. Yeah, I couldn't even imagine. I don't know what it's like to be young and on the internet like that. People just make such a big deal about stuff that you're like, oh, no one is going to care about this in the future. Like, really, they're not. But yeah, people, it is really sad. And like, at the end of the day, I think that with this kid that they're talking about, with the article that I was reading, with this kid, I don't think it was just ChatGPT, but I do think that there was a whole subculture in there that failed him. Like, he was clearly reaching out to spaces to help build his confidence. Why is a 16-year-old looking at looks maxing? Because he feels bad about himself. And instead of communicating, hey dude, it's fine. We all look a little awkward while we're going through puberty. You're growing into yourself. You're a handsome guy. Don't worry about it. Instead of getting that, instead of hearing those stories, you're seeing a bunch of 20-somethings who are doing the exact same bullshit a decade down the line. Like, at some point, if you're in those communities and you're an older person, you need to be a good fucking role model to all these kids who are looking to you, and you're like, if your fucking hairline's receded 1 degree, you're disgusting. If you've got any extra fat on you, no one will ever love you. If, like, it's just such nonsense. Oh yeah, like fucking George of the Jungle. Brendan Fraser in George of the Jungle, right? It's probably the most ripped I've ever seen anyone look consistently in a film, and he was like, I was dying the whole time. It's not realistic to look like that consistently, and I'm gonna be real with you, no one gives a fuck. Like, if you see a guy who looks like that, you're like, oh damn, okay. And then you move on. It's not like, oh, I can only fancy people who basically look like no one I've ever seen in real life. Like, if you can only find people attractive who are in the, like, top 0.01% upper echelon of attractiveness, you might be a bit asexual, babe, because it's not normal, you know? Like, attractiveness comes in a lot of different forms, and your attraction to someone can be a bit random. Rarely are you like, they have the perfect, you know, shoulder, their traps are, you know, perfectly made. Like, that's not the way that you look at people. You're like, they got a great sense of humor. You know, I really like being around them. They make me feel really heard. Oh my God. You know, fucking, they've got a nice ass. You know, you're not that worried about like every individual thing. And also sometimes when someone who's kind of cute thinks you're cute, you're like, yes, victory. You're not freaking out being like, is this actually the best looking person I could possibly get with? Yeah, that's fucked up as well. The idea that you're Chris Hemsworth and you're worried about how you look is crazy. Like, you're already Chris Hemsworth, babe. You already won that lottery. But, yeah, I don't even know. The whole thing is bizarre. Like, if you look at how superheroes used to be presented back in the day and how superheroes are presented now, like, the idea that Superman doesn't have the superhero build is crazy. Personal connection, someone is often the biggest factor in attraction. Literally. You can get crushes on whoever. Have you guys never just got a weird crush on somebody and been like, oh, I guess this does do it for me? I don't know. I guess it's because I'm bi and therefore my pool of people is much larger. But, like, very rarely do I meet someone who, like, the very first second I look at them, I'm like, oh my God, you're so fine. Usually I'm like, oh, you're kind of cute, whatever. And then we start chatting and we get on really well. And they're like, hey, I'm a communist, by the way. And then I'm like, let's go. Isn't society very sick being conditioned to be super sensitive to criticism? I don't really know what you mean about society being very sick. I mean, I think teenagers are going to be very sensitive to criticism because teenagers are very sensitive and children are in general. Like, at the end of the day, we all have points at which if somebody pokes, like, if somebody presses, you're going to go, my feelings, even if it's not, like, valid, even if it's not based in sense, you know? If you grew up in a family that said X about you a lot, like, oh, you're too loud, and then you meet someone and they're like, oh, you talk a lot, that might hurt you more than someone being like, I think you're ugly. You might be like, fuck, I don't care. But, like, that might sting, you know? I think at the end of the day, what we've got to remember is who deserves the right to criticize you, right? People who are around you, people who give a fuck about you, people who show that they value you as a person can tell you when you fuck up, when you've done something wrong. They can tell you cut your fringe too short, all right? These are the things. If you walk up to a random person, or if you're clicking around on the internet, you're scrolling on TikTok and you see somebody and you think their lipstick looks shit, shut the fuck up and scroll on. Who are you? Like, that's the thing is, yeah, a lot of people are not ready and are not, like, comfortable with being criticized, especially teenagers. This is what I'm saying. Your whole body is changing. You're growing inches at a time, unless you're me, in which you didn't. I also wanted to point out that when I appeared on Fred's stream today, if I made Fred look short, which he kind of is, I was wearing, like, a 2.5-inch platform shoe. Just to be clear, if you ever see me out and about, I'm always in a platform. I'm never my original height. But yeah, and I mean, okay, Adam West Batman was a bit more campy and a bit more silly, but even if you look at, like, God, what were they? Professor Xavier's school of, it's the X-Men. If you look at the X-Men back in the day, you look at OG Wolverine, Hugh Jackman, and then what he became, the difference is insane. What was seen as, like, big and muscly back then is crazy. Hugh Jackman. My brain's messed up. Okay, I want to be clear, right? That in terms of this guy's build, if you like dudes, I don't see anyone that will be complaining about this, right? I don't see anyone complaining about this. But this is what he looked like in the first film. And then this is what he looks like later. And apparently we're supposed to think, what, these are similar? I was defending you. You're still walking back? Are you still on the streets? Now, I'm not saying there is anything wrong with Hugh Jackman if this is what he wants to do. If he really wants to look like this. If he loves looking like this. But let's be honest with ourselves, right? He's not skinny here. He's absolutely got muscle. He's not got small arms. He's got some chest definition. But, like, let's be real. And then we're telling people that these things... Oh, no, I think he looks better here. For me, I think this is more attractive. I mean, I still don't like the sideburns very much. And it's not like he doesn't look good here. I'm not saying gross. But, like, I think this is more somebody that I would see in the world and actually flirt with. The other guy, I'd be like, I've never seen someone who looks like that. You know? You just got into Kingston. I am very sorry. At least you've got a new thing.
If we're complaining about comic-accurate superheroes, Wolverine is a short ass in the comics.
Wolverine is supposed to look like all of my uncles. He is supposed to look like a man called Agnello. He's supposed to be 5 foot tall, 5 foot wide, and mostly body hair. That's what he's supposed to look like. Why is he tall? Halve him immediately. I don't need to Google Bruce Lee. I love Bruce Lee. I have such a crush on Bruce Lee. Yes, he's been dead as long as I've been alive, but I don't care. He's fine every day. Oh, God. Any excuse to look at Bruce Lee. But no, I mean, also, who the fuck is arguing that he's not ripped? Girl, you're ripped. He's just skinny and ripped. He's lean and ripped. And guess what? If you're going to start fucking taking off and jumping in the air, you need to be skinny. No one is throwing around 200 pounds of muscle. I mean, I try. I am alive. And live. I can be two things. Yes. What the hell is this? That's not Bruce Lee. Fucking, that's like a Madame Tussauds. Yeah. Anyway, if you're jumping about like this, you need to be skinny. Or like light, you know, and strong. Yeah, you need to be like water. I love Bruce Lee. He's so just good. Famously was told to increase muscle even back then. Yeah, because you've also got the aspect of like different cultures have different views on masculinity and femininity. So I have no doubt that like to a certain audience, he would absolutely look like the peak of masculinity. But to a Western audience who's used to a more Clint Eastwoody, you know, tobacco-stained, sun-damaged kind of masculinity, that he would look too feminine, even though he doesn't at all. He looks extremely masculine. But yeah, you know, how am I supposed to be intimidated by this incredible fighter when he doesn't look like he could pick me up and throw me out of the wrestling ring? And it's like, that's not what he's trying to do, though. That's not how he's going to beat you. Later in his career, Jason Alexander talked about getting paid extra to keep weight on because of the health risks. Well, shout out to fucking my skinny queen over there. Anyone want to pay me to... I'm just kidding. Jason... Yeah, man. He doesn't look like he needs to be paid anymore. I'm just saying he looks like he's... Actually, I don't know. What does he look like now? Maybe I'm being a hater. 2025. Is he still kicking? You know what? There is a real benefit to losing all your hair when you're 20. Because you never age. He looks the fucking exact same. Like, that's crazy. Look at this. That's, like, damn. I think he was just charging extra for the pleasure. You know? He was like, oh, be a real shame if I'm going to eat this burger. Please pay. He's, like, sitting in front of you while trying to sign the contract, ordering a salad, just looking at you. And you're like, no, get the BLT, please. Now do Paul Rudd. I mean, Paul Rudd's always been fine. Let's see Paul Rudd. I mean, look. He looks good. He's got the money, though. He's got the little... He's actually starting here, specifically. Okay, this actually sounds so bad because we like Paul Rudd. I do not know him to have done anything wrong. But I will say here, he's starting to look a bit like... Who's that guy who keeps making flop films and now has gone MAGA because he's upset because nobody watches his bad films? And he was Shazam or Shabang or whatever that thing's called. Fuck, what's his name? I can't think of what his bloody name is. But he's starting to. I feel like maybe they go to the same surgeon, you know? Not Kevin Sorbo, Zachary Levi. Yeah, no. Kevin Sorbo's not been in anything to even flop. No, Sorbo's been like that the whole time. It's Zachary Levi who's like did the pencil film, the Child and the Purple Pencil, whatever it was called, and like nobody watched it because he's playing the main character and the main character is supposed to be like a 10-year-old, and everyone was like, okay. Yeah. But that means that, I don't know, Paul Rudd looks good. I don't know. Who's going to argue? Oh no, he doesn't look good in this moustache though. That's a mistake, I will say. But like, update, when you look like a model when you're young, you're probably still going to look like a model when you're old, okay? Whom amongst us can say they've ever looked like a model? Oh, fuck yeah. Fucking Dairy Lee did a train line voucher promotion. God damn it. I eat so much cheese and I missed it. But yeah. No, but Paul Rudd has an actually successful career, whereas Zachary Levi has flopped bigly. But like, that being said, I think Paul Rudd looks fantastic. I think he looks fine as hell, but like, look at this picture. He's 56, right? He is an extremely handsome 56-year-old. However, if you see a female celebrity with crow's feet like that and forehead lines like that and crepiness under their eyes like that, people would not be talking about how well they've aged. They would be talking about how they're starting to look their age, they're looking worn out, they're not getting any roles. Because for some reason, on dudes, we can see the normal signs of aging and still go, you look great, right? You're nearly a 60-year-old man, you look fucking amazing. But then similarly on a woman, we're like, is that a wrinkle? It's like, yes, it's a fucking wrinkle. I'm old. Yeah, they had the promotion on Dairy Lee triangles and dunkers. I love a dunker. I could have got the dunkers with the tubes and got a cheap train. We could be at Pirate Fest right now. You had to go on their website with your purchase details at midnight, and they released a certain number of vouchers every day. Oh my god! Your friend was out here playing the cheese lottery. That's crazy. Hot damn. That's impressive, though. Fred, are you still here? Do you have a meal for tonight? I feel bad you've had to walk home. It's supposed to be short. The reason that I stream now is it's supposed to be that Wednesdays and Thursdays are short days for Fred, so we can do long weekends, but now he's only just got in, so I feel kind of guilty. Not guilty, but like I feel bad. If that makes sense. But yeah, what was I going to say? Other stuff that has happened in the world. Did you guys see Mr. Beast? So, you know, we're talking about people being insecure and people not being able to take criticism. Don't get the train, then you can spend more money on cheese. Valid. His tire bust again, a new one. He rolled over something pointy, and so he's had to walk all the way back home. But I will say, he's got another inner tube, and he's also got this green slime stuff that you're supposed to put in your wheel. And when you put the green slime in your wheel, it coats it, and then if you get small punctures, it just stops them. Invest in rubber at this point? What does that mean? He has rubber. I mean, what do you think his tires are made of? Crepe paper. No, it's just buying all those tires. Oh, I was like, they are rubber, babe. Yeah, no, well, the tire itself is actually okay. It's the inner tube that's gone. I think he thinks he can patch this one, but he already has a spare inner tube. But yeah, he's got this green slime that somebody suggested in chat that he's going to put in the wheel, and it basically helps. It basically stops small leaks, and is apparently really good. People were saying, oh, you know, I was getting punctures like twice a week, and now I haven't had a puncture in like 8 months. So yeah. Tires are the enemy. That's a funny subreddit. Hi, Mischievous. How you doing? Oh, Lemons, don't worry. I'm not going anywhere, and I would never have remembered. I am disorganized to the nth degree. I'm just pleased you got a good deal. Shout out to your friend for like hustling. Like not being on the coach, that's good. Paying £12.90, that's great. Make sure you pack yourself a nice lunch for the journey. Emily, yes? Stop shouting at my friend, I found the deal. Right, I read it wrong. Okay, fine. Your friend is... Any shout-outs to your friend have been redacted. Exclusively shout-outs to you. So, chat, have you seen this? This really made me laugh. And it's really embarrassing. But thank you so much for the resub today. It was really appreciated. So, I'm not a big fan of Mr. Beast. I don't know if anyone here is. I don't really care. I think Mr. Beast's content... I just doesn't do it for me. I don't care. But yeah, I find him very overhyped. I find him very... I mean, he's just played the algorithm. You know what I mean? He just plays the algorithm well. I don't have any interest. It just isn't, you know? Okay. I think that he's a weird dude, in my opinion. That being said, right, Rolling Stone, the magazine, put out an article that was like the 25 most influential creators of 2025. And Mr. Beast was not on there, right? It wasn't a list of the biggest, it was a list of the most influential. Now, I would say historically, Mr. Beast in prior years would have been the most influential, one of the most, right? Because Mr. Beast did change the face of at least a subset of YouTube creators, right? Hey R2, how you doing? I don't trust him. Mr. Beast is interested exclusively in himself and in like his brand. He's done lots of things where it's just quite obvious to me that his primary focus is like exclusively him. He dropped out of college to focus on the algorithm and make himself famous. Yeah. Like, yeah, and there's a lot about it I don't like. I don't like the whole, like, his charity is spamming me now. Yeah, most likely. So, like, I don't think that he is doing or has done anything for specifically the good that it can do. I think he does things... Just pull back your hair and show me your hairline. Is this the hairline of an 18-year-old? Yeah. I just... You know what, though? You just got the exact same thing when you're doing a Deliveroo and you're asking, like, a 70-year-old dude for ID, and they're like, you were that dude, you know? But yeah, like, there are lots of things about Mr. Beast as a creator that I don't like. This wasn't, though, a list of top 25 creators that Emily specifically likes or dislikes. This was a list of this year's most influential creators. And Mr. Beast is upset because, according to the list, a guy with 1 million followers is more influential than me. What did I do to piss off the Rolling Stones? Now, the Rolling Stone magazine is not run or owned by the Rolling Stones, the band. They're just both referencing, you know, a Rolling Stone gathers no moss. Not, they're not related. What's funny about it is that you can be Mr. Beast. You can have bazillions of pounds. You can have Beast Burger. You can have Feastables. You can be fucking best friends with all the most evil people on the internet. You can have Lunchables full of mold. You can have Prime. I don't think he has Prime. It was Prime combined with Lunchables or whatever they're called. Lunchly or something. You can have all this shit. You can literally be running about in the Arctic trying to name mountains after your sponsors. He tried to name a mountain Shopify Mountain. It was very embarrassing. But, right, and you're still insecure. And tell me it's not because he's a fat guy. Like, I don't know about... He's obviously just never seen anything he's done. But tell me, of the 25 people, he picked out a guy, not a woman, but then he picked out a fat guy and is like, this guy's influential? Yeah, he's influenced this year's content. He's influenced the scene this year. I do not subscribe to Caleb Heron anywhere. And yet I've seen his face. I've seen him telling funny stories. I know his brand. Why? Because of the influence he's had this year, Mr. Beast. I'm going to be real with you. I could not tell you one thing that Mr. Beast has done this year, which isn't related to selling moldy cheese to children. I mean, how could Mr. Beast possibly be in financial problems? How? Like, at this point, if you are in financial problems, it's because you are mentally deficient. How could you possibly, like, on what? What, because he bought that weird, like, he does a lot of weird stuff, though. He bought, like, a road of houses to put all his workers in. He spent $500K on his last video. Yeah, but he also got an entire, what was his last video? Also, he's just saying shit. I bet he makes, okay, so YouTube. Okay, stop. Okay, YouTube, just I've left all 900 tabs open. Does not mean you get to stop playing music at me. Mr. Beast. Not Mr. Breast. Oh, come on. So what did Mr. Beast do in his last video? Don't you start shouting at me, you son of a bitch. Okay. Survive 100 days in prison. Win $500,000. He got 92 million views. He did not lose money on that video. And there's no way he doesn't have a sponsor. No fucking way. 92 million views. It was posted 12 days ago. 112 million views on... Why is he just putting people for things in things for 100 days? In prison, trapped in a private jet. The world's fastest car versus a cheetah? Well, that's stupid. Who the fuck is clicking on a 20-minute long video of a cheetah losing? I've never watched any of his. Yeah, Orbeez in prison. Lose £100, win 250,000. He's doing fine. You don't get 130 million views on a video and lose money. They got themselves so much money that it earns them insane interest. Yeah, I mean, he's got so much money. He's got chocolate, fast food, lunch for children. And he's also got an Amazon show. Look. Don't make me laugh. He makes toys. He got sued over the Amazon show where he should stop doing fucking crimes against people. Would you risk drowning for $500,000? I don't think children should be watching that. I'm going to be real with you. I am not a won't somebody please think of the children person. No. You shouldn't tell young people that there's any amount of money that they should risk drowning for. Okay? Now, when you're old, fine, do what you want. All right? But, like, no. No. Yeah, rentals. I think he's doing fine, but they get a dude in to run the company as CEO because they spend too much money on stupid stuff. I mean, valid. I'll drown for that, let alone risk it. It's actually the really annoying thing is like $500,000 is a lot of money until you come to London and then it's not. Like every time I'm like, that would be a life-changing amount of money. I'm like, I could buy perhaps a 1-bedroom flat. A small one. And you're like, great. Wait, was Mr. Beast on the list and he was just tilted that he wasn't higher? Are you joking? Hang the fuck on. Wait, is he on here? He's literally on here. That's insane.
Depends where I can see a place I'd like to drown in. As emoji.
No one die. We're all staying alive. Outram. Thank you so much for the subscription. This is actually the most juvenile thing I've ever seen. He is the 7th most influential. And I would say, arguably, he's been a bit of a flop this year. So I think he's overstated on this list. To be honest. Like, do we really think, and I'm asking this as a question, that this year, not in general, but this year, Mr. Beast has been more influential than Hassan? I would say I have heard more people. I don't watch Hassan stream either. I got no beef with Hassan. I think he seems cool. We probably agree on a lot of things, but I'm not that fussed about, like, oh, I'm on a 1 PC setup now. It's just, so Fred's got 2 PCs. I've got one, but my one was the most powerful. So I run my stream and do everything off 1 PC. Yeah. Yeah, you're quite true, Tiger Lilium. But, like, I would say that Hassan, for better or worse, because there have been, like, negative things like H3 coming for him and stuff, that Hassan has been more influential, more seen, more spoken about this year than Mr. Beast. That Andy fella seems to be absolutely everywhere. Who's Andy? But yeah, so Hassan is 8, Mr. Beast is 7, Caleb Heron is 6. And suddenly we're having a mental breakdown. Mr. Beast, that is so embarrassing. I actually didn't even realize he was on the list. I thought, oh, the reason he didn't go for any of the women on the list is because I don't know who this man is. I actually don't know who a lot of these people are, to be honest. Right, so who we got? iShow Speed, obviously know who that is. Drewski, obviously know who that is. Miss Rachel, yes. Kai Cenat, yes. Quen Blackwell, yes. Caleb Heron, yes. Mr. Beast, unfortunately. Hassan, yes. Camilla, never heard of her. She had a cameo in the Mr. Beast Squid Game video and is an OnlyFans star. Well, shocker, I'm not subscribed, so. Alex Cooper. I've never listened to Call Her Daddy, so no, I do not know who that is. I don't know who Jake is. Dennis. He's a streamer. I also don't know who he is. Drew Afuelo. Afuelo? Yes, I know who she is. Teffy. No fucking idea. Yeah, never heard of her. Speedy Mormon. Wait, is he actually a Mormon? I don't think so. I mean, the chances I've never seen, if they're interview clips, they do come up on my timeline, but I really don't like those sorts of on the street interviews. Ilona, I know her. I've seen her. She was dancing. Iron Mouse, yes. Do I know her? No, I don't think so. No, I don't think I know who she is. Theo Vaughn, I've seen people talking about him. I've seen clips. I know vaguely who she is. I don't actually know what she's in, but I've seen her. Alex Earl. Heard the name. Don't know what she does. Don't know who you are. Do know, but I think you're a prick. Is he a prick? Barstool Sports. Oh, I think that's why. I think I was like Barstool shit. Criticizing Trump is good. One Bite Pizza reviews. I think I saw that. Definitely heard his name though. Don't know who you are. Yes, follow K, love. Okay, so it's like half and half. Yeah, I was gonna say I'm pretty sure. You've not heard anyone except for Mr. Beast because of all his bots. Really? That's interesting. Andrew and his brother, those weird Romanian supercar collectors. Hey, they're not Romanian. They just live in Romania. All right. I don't think Romania claims them. But it's really interesting because it shows you that somebody can be super big and influential, because all the people I know of on this list, I'm like, yes, very influential, right? Like, absolutely, I see their influence. But then the ones I've never heard of, I'm like, who's that? So it's either like they're on your timeline or you're like, who? Who is that? And that's very interesting. Yeah, I mean, Theo Von just seems weird to me, to be honest. I don't know. It just doesn't seem like something I'm going to waste my time listening to. I've definitely seen a few clips of him being like moderately funny. But yeah, can you even imagine being Mr. Beast and not only you're on the fucking list, right? You're not left off the list. Even after a flop year, even after apparently not having any money, you're on the list and he's shit-talking this guy. And then he's like, oh, actually, I watched some of his stuff and it's actually good. This isn't top fucking 25 people that Mr. Beast thinks is actually good. I'm influential. Hey, I might be influencing you. I just need way more followers. And then yes. Wait, you just wait till I start properly making content. You just wait. Okay, we discussed this yesterday, so we're not discussing it again. But influence is coming. It's not. I'm way too controversial all the time to be influential, but whatever. But yeah, I used to work in media. A lot of these lists are paid to enter. Yeah, you should have just paid someone more. They'll take the money. Media is dying. They need the cash. Someone whistled in my hall. It's kind of ominous. Just whistling. Leave me in peace. But yeah, I will say as well, Caleb is actually extremely funny. And like, if you want somebody who tells a good story, you should. Hang on, I've got a couple of his videos here. Wait, I think this one's good.
Landlord, they sent me a notification that said, check out your new lease offer. And I click in and it gives me an immediate contract to approve that says my rent's going to go up by $300 a month with no explanation. Then I talked to one of my neighbors, a woman who's lived in the building for 25 years. And I go, are they raising your rent? And she goes, yeah. And I go, did they talk to you to ask if like you can afford that or anything? She goes, no. These people have lost their fucking minds.
Yeah.
It's evil what they're doing to people and it pisses me off. You're not even my neighbor. You don't even live in this building.
Yeah. I think landlords should have to live in the building that they rent out.
I think they should have to hold fucking town halls. Yeah. I'm serious. You want to own the building I live in and I pay your mortgage plus a surplus? Landlord income rose by like a huge percentage last year. When nobody's income is going up, times are only getting tougher on people. And these fucking evil freaks continue to just like, they just ask for more and more because they can, and we accept it. That's
based and correct. That's not the funny story I thought it was, but it was a very good point. We love that. You see, Mr. Beast's out here buying roads. Caleb's out here renting. $300. I feel you, babe. I'm right there with you. I wish I wasn't.
Do you know what my favorite thing about trans people is?
It's never a good start. You know what my favorite thing about trans people is? I'm like, Caleb, I'm trusting you on this one. I'm trusting you. I'm here going, he's actually really good and really funny, and I think you guys will like him. And then I'm like, no, I take it back. Oh, God. Oh, wait, that was the wrong button.
Everything.
Everything.
Yes.
I wouldn't change a thing.
Nope.
So anyway.
They would, but I wouldn't.
Jay,
Kind of part and parcel.
that wasn't appropriate.
That was not appropriate, but it was funny.
My favorite thing about trans people is the names. Like a trans guy will always pick like the cutest little most proper name.
Yeah.
They'll be like, I'm Liam.
Yeah.
I'm Emmett. I'm you're Preston. They'll always every time.
Sometimes they go Neo, and I go too on the nose.
But here's what I'm telling you. Then it's trans women that'll be like, I'm cunt goddess Amethyst of the mystical river forest, and you're like, okay. Yeah, the trans women are never being like, I'm Rebecca. You know what I mean? They're never going, it's the disconnect between those two that makes me laugh.
Okay, that's actually stunning. I love that. Get more political commentary and LBG. I've just bumped myself up. Oh, wait, no. LGBT. Dyslexia is struck again. LGBT community stuff on my FYP. Well, very based FYP. I see him sometimes, though. He is gay, in case you couldn't tell. And he does talk about that, and he is extremely funny. And I like him. And I think that Mr. Beast needs to get a fucking grip. I think, honestly, when you are too successful, when you spend too much time being on top of your game, you start to fucking lose your goddamn mind. Like, how often do you see celebrities being like, you know, they'll be like, oh, there's a new pop star in the game, and they're like beefing with this person minute one. And I'm like, you know what? Stop being so fucking insecure. It's the same with streamers. People get, and I think it's probably the same in like any moderately competitive scene. Where like somebody will come in and start playing a game that you play and they're like, oh my God, what does this mean? And it's like, babe, it doesn't mean anything. Like, you need to just be more confident and proud of your work. Stop being so fucking insecure about everything all the time. Stop listening to people who just want you to like beef with everybody. I swear to God, that's what's happened to Nicki Minaj. Her brain has been fried by people being like, oh my God, this person is like the next Nicki Minaj. And she's like, it can't be. I must be the only Nicki Minaj forever. It's like, you can't be the only person doing your thing. And you need to have confidence in what you do. Because, like, if you haven't seen, yeah, literally, Madonna had beef with Lady Gaga because Lady Gaga was like, I'm so inspired by Madonna. Madonna's so talented. She had so many great, like, looks. And, oh, you know, and then Madonna's hearing Lady Gaga is inspired by me and hearing you're old, you're out, Lady Gaga's in. And rather than them making cool art together or her just accepting that, yes, time is passing and unfortunately we are all edging ever closer to the grave. And you know what? The new, like, group will know more Lady Gaga than they will Madonna, but that doesn't mean that you're not impactful, you know? Thank you, Viking. Thank you very much. Oh my God. I just remembered about the Viking hat. We'll have to get more. But, like, it's the same with anything, because now Lady Gaga is not old, but is older, right? And more of the kids would be listening to Chapel Roan, right? Chapel Roan is turning, look, she's quite, because, like, so Madonna into big fashion and looks, cutting edge of, like, you know, she knew about the ballroom scene when, like, no straight people did and all of that kind of stuff, right? Then you've got Lady Gaga, who's doing the exact same thing. She's wearing meat dresses. She's hanging from the ceiling. She's doing crazy stuff. And Madonna's got pointy titties, you know? And then you've got Chapel Roan. She's fucking dressing like Joan of Arc. And she's being a big lesbian. And she's not just saying, I like lesbians. She's saying, I literally am one. And, like, you can either be insecure about that, or you can say, hey, look, I've inspired some other cool art and music, you know? The Rizzler has entered the chat every time. It's the circle of life in pop music. That's the thing. It's like, I get it. I get how difficult it must be when you've committed your whole life and all your energy to the single-minded goal of being ridiculously famous. But guess what? Shit, time's gonna change. You got to keep moving with it. You know, no amount of kicking your feet and fucking being angry about it is going to change the reality that, you know, we all age, stuff happens, you know? You're not going to be on your first album wave forever, because, like, after Chapel Roan, there'll be somebody else, and there'll be somebody else, and you know what? Hopefully they'll say, yes, I was really influenced by all these cool people, and, like, give people their flowers, rather than saying, like, the whole embarrassing, I mean, I don't take JoJo Siwa seriously as, like, an artist, because who cares? But when she was like, I've invented gay pop, she could have said, I am inspired by previous out and proud or, like, representing LGBT community musicians, Instead, no, she needs the attention. Yo, Zoe, thank you so much for the Prime. Everybody, spin a lemon for Zoe. You have pushed the sub count up by 1. I really hate how people went hard against Billie Eilish for not being a lesbian and dating some dude. Honestly, I swear Billie Eilish was like, hey, I'm bi. And then everyone's like, it's actually a thing, right? When you're like, hey, I'm bi. People are like, if you date a man, you're actually straight. And if you date a woman, you're actually gay. And it's like, I like both. We live in a society that is primarily monogamous. I've gone into a monogamous relationship. Unless I have a non-binary partner who is flip-flopping genders every day, I'm going to have to pick one side and stick to it. Okay? You know? And it's one of those things that's really annoying because, yeah, obviously, if you're bi and you're dating a woman, you fancy women. But spoiler alert, that's part of being bi, you know? Oh, hey, Flo. Flo's asleep on the floor behind me. I didn't clock her. Yeah, and that's the thing as well, is people are like, well, if you're not sleeping with anyone, then what, are you asexual now? Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, it does really suck because I very much am down to clown with anybody. Well, I mean, probably not now. I'm kind of in my leave me alone pointed stick era. But that being said, it does make me sad. And like, I'm not saying it's entirely invalid because, you know, people can be insecure and all those kinds of things. But it does make me sad that as somebody who's like an adult of my big age, I could find a woman that I find attractive who is a lesbian. We could be flirting it up. I could say, oh yeah, I was with a man for the last however fucking many years. And they'd be like, ew, you're not really into this. Or like feel threatened and weird by that. It's like, no, babe. Me first. Yeah, and they're like, oh no. I'm like, that's sad. Not all lesbians are going to do that. And at the end of the day, if someone doesn't want to date me for any reason, that's totally valid. If I'm like, hey, I find you attractive, and they're like, ooh, you're not a gold star lesbian, I'm not up for it. You're allowed to not be up for it, but I'm also going to be like, boo, that's a shame. Yeah, like, it is difficult. One of the other streamers I watch constantly has to deal with this. She's trans femme dating an assigned female at birth MB. Yeah. I can't even imagine how little the like normie mind would be able to understand that relationship. I genuinely think most people would just be like, I don't know what's happening and I'm having a freak out about it, which is really stupid and annoying because obviously I'm not saying I can look at someone and go, that's an AFAB MB. Like, that's not what I mean. But like, what I can do is just treat people like normal people and not fucking freak out. Yeah, no, yeah, people were like, there's a queue. You guys are so silly. Yeah, no, people were like, you're not bi, you married a man. And I'm like, you understand that one of the options for me was a man. I'm gonna be real with you, okay? I, as I've said, have no desire to date anybody. I'm just not up for it, right? Like, just leave me in peace, right? That being said, there was a time where months ago, probably like, I think it was before Halloween. So a couple of months after Fred and I had broken up. And I was feeling really sad and really insecure and really sorry for myself. And I was sitting on the sofa, you know, under your heated blanket. And I downloaded a dating app that I got an advert for. And I downloaded it. And I got, because I was feeling really like, no one will ever like me. And then I realized I don't care. But you know how it is. I downloaded this dating app. And I put myself down as bi. And I'm like, open to both. Or all, not both. And I got like 8,000 men and like 2 women. And I was like, the numbers just don't add up, okay? The numbers just, they're just not there. And so people get very like, oh, I'm always seeing bi girls dating men. And I'm like, they're fucking throwing themselves. I'm like, oh no, another one's launched himself at the window on a trebuchet, you know? Yeah. That is so annoying, Lemons. We are like, you know what you are? You're like a Vulcan. Vulcans have that, right? Where they have, I mean, admittedly, it's a bit worse because they have pod and far where you get super duper horny and like have to have sex, which is not what I'm saying about you. But like Vulcans will go fucking years without having any interest in anyone. And you're like, one person I actually do find attractive. Interesting. And then they're a dick. And you're like, great. Great choice. Great choice, body. I'm down as a woman and still get men pop up. Literally. Men are okay. I'm going to tell you guys something. If there are any dudes here who are looking for like actual dating advice, and I mean this with all my heart, men come off so desperate all the time. And it is off-putting. When you're like, I want to date a woman, right? Great. Love that. Many of us do. Many agree. They get horny every 7 years. And if they don't bang someone, they'll die. Dude, no wonder Star Trek people invented fan fiction. How do you resist? I'm sorry. If I heard that in 1960s, my 1960s housewife brain, I would have been awoken like a super soldier and I'd have been like, there is porn I need to write right now. But yeah, so I forgot what I was going to say. Men on dating apps and off. Don't be so desperate. Get some fucking confidence in yourself. You're a catch, babe. You don't need to put yourself down as a lesbian. You're not going to turn anyone. Just because you're like, well, it's more eyes on me. Not the right eyes. Pull it the fuck together. Okay? Stop listing yourself as a gender that you are not. It's never going to work. Get some confidence. Okay? Pull it together. Stop scrabbling at the door like the fucking dog that's been locked in the back garden. Okay? Stop begging. Unless it's like a kink thing and then do. But like, that needs to be agreed. Otherwise it's not hot. Okay? It's just weird. You think I don't know about Pomfar? You think I don't know? Look. I'm a fan fiction historian and also a Trekkie. Of course I know about Pomfar. I've actually watched more Star Trek than Fred. He's never watched Deep Space Nine. What a prick. I should have known things were going wrong. When Fred wouldn't watch Deep Space Nine, I should have known. Beginning of the end. Oh my god. It's so bubbly. Too many bubbles. Okay. Also, I'm sitting on one leg and now I have a dead leg. Do we want to play a little bit of video game or do we want to talk about more topics? I don't mind if you don't have an opinion. I'm just asking. All the men you're out. I've watched DS9. I haven't opened it since. I opened it I've opened it exclusively to show my friends and be like, look how weird it is out there. Because like most of my friends are like coupled up, so they're not dating like that. So I'm like, oh, this is what it's like now. But that being said, I haven't opened it in months. DS9 was ahead of its time. True. The only tracks I haven't watched the new ones behind paywalls. In my opinion, Discovery is worth watching. I haven't watched Strange New World. Didn't like Picard. What else is there? Yeah, I've heard Strange New World is good. I do plan on watching it. Strange New World has what the fuck is her name? I've forgotten the name of the captain. Oh, love Lower Decks. If you're gonna watch any new Star Trek, watch Lower Decks immediately. So fucking good. I want 25 seasons of Lower Decks beamed directly into my brain. I'd trade everything else for that. I didn't hate Picard. I just didn't love it. Like, there were nice moments. Watching 7 of 9 get some was cute. Loved a bit of that. But yeah, I'm not saying it's like a huge waste of time. I'm like, I hate to say it, but there is so much trash in the Star Trek canon anyway that people getting hysterical about Picard is like, guys, have you never watched fucking season 1 of Next Generation? Like, oh, you think this is bad? Talk to me when you've seen the Battle Bridge. Awful. How many episodes did we get of Robin Hood's escaped the fuck? How often were things just escaping the fucking hologram bullshit? What's it called? The holodeck. I don't want to see evil fucking Shakespeare trying to stab people. I don't want to see Deanna Troi getting finger blasted by her granddad or whatever it was. What was that one with the horny grandma? That was awful. No, it wasn't Deanna Troi. She got blasted by a beam of light and made a crazy baby. When the beam of light goes up Diana Troi and then she gets insta-pregnant, I'm going to be real with you. It's so written by a man because it's literally horror. And then she gives birth and the baby immediately is like a 7-year-old. Called like Alexander. Horrific. Crime against humanity. Beverly Crusher reading her horny grandma's horny diary and having a fucking and jilling off to it. Oh, you think Picard's bad? Get a grip. Yeah. And yet, right, when you get a baby that's conceived and born within 8 hours, that's fine. That baby can live for as long as it wants. But Tuvix, no, he's got to be put to death. So many hollow filler episodes. When they're like, oh, we've become trapped and the safety protocols are off. We'll turn them back on. We can't. The board's broken. The nacelles crushed LeVar Burton again. Fucking Neelix is dating a 2-year-old. There are so many issues. So yeah, it pisses me off when people are like, modern Star Trek's so bad. And I'm like, I think we may be, like, I love it. I love it. There's always a moment where like, they'll be like, oh no, the safety stuff's like, come off, like turned off, and we could die in here, you know, you can die in the video game, and then it's like bong, a fucking knife goes in the wall next to someone's head, and they're like, and then we're supposed to be scared. But that's what I love so much about Lower Decks, because Lower Decks is literally like Lower Decks is literally like making fun of this all the time. Oh, so good. I love them. 2 things that I never want to see changed. I don't want to see consoles not exploding. I do not want to see a surge protected console. That shit needs to explode. You're like, oh no, we're going to take some fucking power from the engines and we're going to put it into the shields. And they're like, and then it explodes, right? Stunning. Love that. Also, I do not want to see chairs and safety. I want there to be a little bit of a jostle and people are fucking spiraling into the walls. I do not want to see an option for people to put a seatbelt on. No. I want them like, oh, somebody actually died today. How did that happen? Well, we hit some fucking space turbulence. She did a backflip, landed on her neck and died. Because that's literally how they got these things happening. Nothing is better for good decision making than serious head injuries every hour of the day. Like, that's just the reality of it. Also, when damage happens and then a tube just falls down and starts just jettisoning fucking steam. So good. What was this steam-powered ass fucking spaceship? Ah, so good. Literally iconic. That's all I want. Women in miniskirts doing backflips at the slightest fucking bump. Now that is Star Trek. Yeah, we have inertial dampeners. Oh, the inertial dampeners are broken. Yeah, like what if we had like a backup seat and seatbelt when the inertial dampeners are broken? No. When the enemy phases knocks out the AC on the bridge. There's like, there are so many times where they're like, what if we reroute the energy from here over to there and then, and like, but they can't possibly be like, we'll just pump some cold air in from somewhere else. No. Get Deanna Troi in her pants on the deck. The thing about inertial dampeners is that they go into warp with them offline. That's how you get human soup. Interesting. Well, I'm not saying they should go into warp. I'm just saying when they're not in warp and a Borg cube flies up and gives them the old pow pow, you know? Anyway, these are my feelings. I need to dampen your inertia. Yeah, Riker clambering over chairs was, well, apparently, unfortunately for Star Trek's cast, wearing a jumpsuit all the time is really uncomfortable. And it gives everybody back pain. So apparently everyone was getting their back fucked up. Just basically by wearing the fucking jumpsuits. And so everyone was just finding ways to like go around in them. Which is sad, because you should not get a bad back from work, even though many do. It was addressed in lower decks S and W. I don't know what that is. I've decided I'm going to play a game for the last little bit of the stream. I fancy it. And we've talked so many things. So I'm just going to chat with you guys and do some Waterpark Simulator. We can carry on talking. Just to be clear, I'm not saying shut up. Strange New Worlds. Go at work. Stunning and brave. Hello, welcome to video game. Stunning. Don't mind if I do. Riker was always down to clown. One of the best things about brilliant. One of the best things about Riker and the actor who plays Riker, whose name I've temporarily forgotten, is that he wanted Riker's non-binary alien partner to be played by a male actor, and I think that would have been great and hot. And yet, no. So we need to unlock. We need to unlock the jukebox. Why? Because then we get modern slides and bigger tips. And the game was telling me that I need to ticket machine. Okay, so first we'll do ticket machine. Once we've hit $400 for the day, we'll do ticket machine, and then we'll do the rest of it. We need to get. We are trying to get XP today. That's the job. Hi, Nordenheim. How you doing? Nice to see you. We've chased away all the viewers talking about Star Trek. It's been great. You gotta remind people of your roots sometimes, you know? How are things treating you? Oh, Christ. Milady, please. No. She played me like a fool. Oh my god, we're lagging. That wasn't you, that was me. You just got into Star Trek? Brilliant. You found the right stream. What have you been watching? The new series? Which one? Strange New Worlds? Yeah, we just popped a little autism filter on the stream. All the normies left. Just to be clear, I'm not actually autistic. I'm being insensitive, and I apologize to all you formerly diagnosed. Strange New Worlds? I've heard it's really good. I heard it's really good. That's what I'm saying. I'm ADHD too. Dyslexic, dyspraxic, ADHD. Can't throw, can't catch, can't spell. Absolute state of it, babes. Can't pay attention. Doesn't know what fucking time it is. But whatever. Who cares? Oh. If you are autistic ADHD, you're going to love Star Trek. You found your people. Come here, babe. Take this. I got one more person I need to give a fucking fly to, and then I'm free of this hell. You found your people. Congratulations. You know, people are like, where's my tribe? I'm looking for my people. No, you found them. Oh my god. A bad guy. You're graffitoing. Cease. Okay, we actually have enough money, so... Anyone else doing any crimes? Crimes? Crimes are down. I think we can go over here and we can unlock our research ticket machine. Hooray. Now, do I need to build the ticket machine? Phase through me. No, it just shows up. Stunning. Seems to be the rare exception to my aversion to sci-fi. Yeah. Who the fuck graffitis in a font? Yeah, he bought stencils. Glizzy Nation. Okay. A glizzy's a hot dog, right? I need Americans to translate. Carlos is waiting for lemonade. Carlos, did you graffito my wall? Just hope not.
Yes.
Yeah, word rap as well. It's pretty impressive. There is definitely some talent. Now, we need to replace Alan. Because Alan is too fucking slow. He is wasting my time. So let us see if there is anyone new to hire today who's actually good. We've got Kareem. Efficiency, 39%. That's god-awful. Efficiency, 70%. Okay, and who are we currently? Alan, 60. Do we think we go with Valentine? Do we think the extra 10% efficiency is worth it? Because I think Alan lasts longer. I know. But I think Leonard is drowning? Leonard, babe. Come on. And once again, recommending everybody watch Battlestar Galactica. Yes. Absolutely. Watch Battlestar Galactica. All the time. Every day. Just watch Battlestar Galactica. It's easy. It's always a good choice. Lucy Lawless shows up. So, any lesbians watching, that happens. You can get a new vocal stim. What happened? Oh my god, it's disgusting. Who let my pool get moldy? Oh my god, someone's drowning, not in the mold pool. Swimming in the mold. Is that it? Is it done? Okay, who's drowning? Guys, hold on. I'm finding... I can't see anyone drowning. Oh my god, I forgot how many pools I have. Hi, babe. Pew. Nice. I enjoyed K-pop Demon Hunters. It's only a movie, so like, it's not like a huge... You! I found the man who of Glizzy Nation. Hang on. Oh my god. They've graffitied this place so much. I just peed? Oh, no. Jesus. I hope that was the same guy. Where's mine? Oh, yeah. But I like the K-pop Demon Hunters. It's a fun movie. If you're looking for a fun movie that's kind of cute, I think you'll enjoy it. Right, we're just cleaning while we're here. We need to replace Alan, but I just don't know if 10% is enough, you know? In my personal opinion. Wee-hoo! The only way to get research points around here is to save people from drowning. I know. Well, basically, everything I do adds up to the research points. So I think that just tipped me over the edge. But it's why it's still useful to do jobs yourself, even though you want to just hire people. Oh no, Alan's on a break. We're fucked. We've got to go sell some tickets. We gotta sell some tickets. 4 hours. Adult. Slide pass. Got you, babe. There we go. Before Alan returns. Callum. Adult. Slide pass. 4 hours. Same deal. She's dinky. Right, got her. Teen. Slide pass. Who's checking these slide passes is the question that I have for you. I wonder if I see someone going down a slide who doesn't have a slide pass, can I push them off? And will I get extra points for that? People are waiting too long for lemonades and hot dogs? This is a disaster. Lemonade. There we go. Lemon. Sorry, babe. I didn't realize. I did not realize we were in this kind of a situation. Okay, I'm back. 6 hours. Adult. Slide pass. There we go. Okay, get back to it, Alan. Never give up. Oh, that's cute. Damn lemons. Okay. What you need to do is go in there, buy the crisps, and then sell them on for £5 a pack. You'll be wealthy in no time. Yeah, that sounds so nice. Okay, dog. And then we need to add some ice to this. Yes. Stunning. You guys are hungry little hippos. Jesus. I wish emptying the bin was as easy. I need to push you in. Bombs away, love. There we go. Okay, I'm going to clean this up before somebody falls. Oh, he didn't fall. Who's laughing? Okay, you can have my final sausage. The park looks so gentrified now. Yo, clean is not gentrification, okay?
Yes.
The people of the town deserve a park that does not have botulism nails all over the floor, okay? They deserve a park that serves food and drink that are bought from the local corner shop. I mean, wait, no. I didn't even used to need my feet in the pool. Well, la-dee-da. Need my feet? I didn't even get one used need in my foot. Use needle! I used need. Why he scream? What's wrong? Are you bullying people? Oh my god, I fell over on a banana. That's so embarrassing. Oh my god, I fell over twice on the banana. He was a pervert! Perverts in my park. This is diabolical. We must be on the watch out for people who are standing pervertedly. Looking at people. Oh my god, girls. We've got to try better than this. Okay. She's making a face. What's happening? Is it you? Who's a pervert? Is it you? Okay, I shouldn't have pushed him. That was mean. You? Okay, no, now I'm just harassing people. Okay, I'm gonna stop. Sausage? Oh my god, she fell. She was just waiting for lemonade and she stacked it. Oh my god, the state of it. Everybody's down. That woman is stinky. Someone's drowning. Who's drowning? Okay, it's this pool. The smallest pool. the most embarrassing one to be drowning in. Here we go, Zelda. Okay, and we got, where's that woman who's stinky? You. Stinkerella. Okay, we got her. Oh my god. I should go to Scotland at some point.
Yes.
It's always so expensive to... It's always so expensive to go anywhere in the UK. It's like, well, I may as well go somewhere else, you know? I may as well pick somewhere further afield. And that's why everyone's ended up in Barcelona, and like, all the people in Barcelona hate us. Nice.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I made so much money today. We got $2,000 in the bank.
Yes.
Type 1 if you have $2,000 in the bank. Types 2, sadly. Hooray! Hooray! Okay, we actually did really well. Some people were hungry, some people were injured, some people saw a pervert. These things happen, babe. They do. It sucks, but you know, we'll get over it. We have our man who is fixing stuff. Is he fixing stuff now? I think he might be on a break. Ooh, you're going on a UK trip in September? What, like next month? That's exciting. You're going to have a lot of fun. If you can, going to Scotland is great. There is a lot of nice stuff to see in Scotland. I don't know how much of it's in Glasgow. No, I'm being a dick. I'm sure there's lots of... I've heard good things about Glasgow. It's fun. There's lots of nice parts of the UK that I think are worthy of a visit. Hey, yo, smoke weed. You got 420 you just checked? Yeah, babe. Oh my god. This is what we like to see. Okay, let's chuck this. I got a dead leg. Yeah. I need a good bubble tea place. My favorite bubble tea place closed down. My second favorite bubble tea place is not as good. It's depressing. I don't understand why they did this to me. Just one day, they just were shut. They never came back. Wait, Lady Red Fox, did you message me? I think you did, you know, and I forgot. On Discord. Yes! Okay. I'll try and remember to reply to you this evening. Because I do have recommendations for you. No. I just... When you said it, I was like, wait. Recommendations? I remember now. Yeah, I got you. Ow. I've deadened my leg entirely. I'm a fool. Why must I sit like a prawn? Okay, this place is nearly back in good condition for the public. Okay, then we can go get some upgrades. Spend some money. We need to sell literally how many more tickets? 11 more tickets. We'll do that first thing tomorrow. We might be on 3 stars, which will be able to unlock even more stuff. So that would be really good if we've like speedrun a new star. What's past tense of speedrun? Speedran. I think. Let's throw these bins away. Babushka. Grab this. Ew. Grab that. Bit of rubbish over here. Having this man to fix everything is great. That's so nice, Lemons. Yeah, there's only a couple of places near me that have stopped stocking, like, regular Coca-Cola. But I always want to, like, support if I can. You know? Because I think that's a really cool thing to do. That is really nice. Aww. I love it. Okay. Bin. How's my man doing? Is he still hammering away? I've lost him. Okay, gotta buy more hot dogs. Let's go look at our upgrades. What do we got? Spray can, vendor's staff, cashier training. Oh, this could be good. Cashier training might actually mean that my dude doesn't need to be fired. I'm going to take that. Park size level 2. We can get a bigger park. Yoink. Got that. Okay, we've got 600 quid. Modern toilets. Okay, we still want jukebox, but we don't have enough points. Wait a second. What if we... Oh! Holy crap! You know what? I'm going to bed and I'm going to do it in the morning. I'm going to destroy all this when we got the sun up. It's too dark. Got 5 hours to kill in Lewisham. I wonder what there is in Lewisham. I'm sure there's something. I'll try and think. Okay. Look at all this new land we have. So much room for activities. Okay. So we're going to clear out all this stuff. And wait, none of this is giving me XP? Okay, that gave me 2. But does smashing stuff not give XP? That's so annoying. Why? Because if I can get to... Wait, so what if I... Can I clean this? No. Because if I can get to 3, then I can unlock the jukebox, which unlocks a bunch of other stuff we actually want. Maple banana? Holy shit, that actually does sound good. Nice. Yeah, why has everyone gone mad on matcha recently? No, you can't repair them. I can grab a hammer and show you. Regular hammer, not sledge. I know, I want to keep these things, but you can't. So, yeah. Can't fix it. It's gotta go. It's a scam, but it is what it is. As with all things in life, these bastards are trying to scam me. Okay, I think there's going to be enough crap on the floor that I can get disposable economy. Exactly. You get it. Okay, we've got 2 more graffitos. And that means... Actually, 2 more graffiti. Yes! Oh my god! A death! Man died here. Crazy times. Yeah, so we're gonna sort this area out, and we'll have to think about what we want to put over here. What we can buy, what we can upgrade. Because there's a lot of potential. Some big slides, I think. And we need much larger slides. Our slides are pathetic. I'm going all in on slides. That's what everyone wants when they come to a water park. Oh yeah. I'd like to save that pool though. I think that pool was cute. I like a round pool. Maybe even get bigger pools. Hell yeah. Trouble is, I would do this while the park's open, but then everyone's going to need, like, food and stuff and just piss me off. I mean, surely not drowning is mostly on you. Honestly, whenever I go to a water park, there's very little swimming. It's mostly just careening down things at high speed. This is new. Finally, all the boxes are gone. We have a coffee machine. Okay, jukebox. Now we've got modern slides and bigger tips. Those are both fantastic. That is going to change everything. I do enjoy a water park, despite the fact that, like, you know your life's at risk. There's a lot of rides I've gone to on water parks, and I'm like, this feels like you're pushing the bounds of safety and physics. Especially when you go with, like, a few friends who are all really different sizes. And so then you've got, like, one tiny girl, one huge guy, one, like, I don't know, like, basically everyone's completely different. And then they're trying to, like, put you all into little boats together. Like, I have been on too many boats where, like, there's two big people on one side and one tiny person on the other. And the boat's, like, folding in half like a burrito. And they're, like, headbutting each other. And it's like, I'm sorry, I'm going to need you to gain mass for the safety of the group. You know? You weighing as much as a wet paper towel is just not helping with this boat. Admittedly, they're usually the ones getting flipped about, so. I can't believe I don't get points for destroying stuff. That's literally such a freaking scam. It's not like I get money back either. I should be able to drop a bomb. What kind of game doesn't have pay to win for these sorts of things? That's what? That's crazy. Everyone's getting crazy deals I don't even know about. I could sneeze. Free. Damn. I guess they want you to give them good reviews. Be like, hi, this is a place that really exists. I'm gonna sneeze. Achoo. Woo. Whoa. I survived. Whew, that was pretty brave. Thank you. I know you combusted. I feel like one piece of dust touched me. A dust allergy is the stupidest allergy. Can we talk poorly about the public? You know, chat, I'm a big fan of public transport. I think public transport rules. Oh my god, I'm really popping off with the sledgehammer. But I was on the bus 2 days ago, and a man sneezed on me twice. Once, maybe a sneeze could sneak up on you, okay? Twice, get a fucking grip. You don't get to hose me, you nasty bastard. He got me good and proper, and I was like, I hate you, sir. I wish you ill. You do not get to blast me with your snot. Disgusting. Disgusting. Oh my god, that's a state. If I had the option to send him to the gulag, I would have. Hang on. Got to do that. Do that. Now we've got to decide what the theme over here is going to be. Other than just big and empty. Currently we don't have any money for anything, but that's okay. But we do... Oh my god, a stain. Horrors. But we do need to pick a design. Like, what's the vibe? Wait, what is this? I'm currently listening to an audio drama called Victorio City. And it's an alternate universe London in the late 1800s, written by Londoners. And it's so much funny satire of current London. Oh my god, I've never even heard of that. That's so good. Is it like a podcast or where is it? Hey Don, looking good. How you doing? Highly recommend. Stunning. I need to buy decaf coffee. Somebody remind me. Because sometimes I see a coffee in-game or on TV at nighttime. And, like, as I said, I've been sleeping terribly. So even though I'm not, like, that messed up by coffee, I'm not drinking it at night. But I want the flavour. But I don't want the caffeine. I've got to treat myself to some decaf beans. As depressing as that is, I think it would be valid. Look at this. It's hideous. Okay. I love a good recommendation. I do need things to entertain me. Okay, I think there's like one more stain over here and we can open this park. And just tell people, don't go over here, it's empty. But trust me, it will get good. Do we keep this old shit? And do we just work around it? Or do we like tear some of it down? Not right now, obviously, because I haven't got anything good to replace it. But I'm not sure if maybe I should just like get rid of the old slides and... Or if I should just work around it, you know? Okay. The park is open. Let's go and give out some flyers. 1, 2, 3. Nice. And let's put you. Nope. Both of you. You're coming to my park. You. You. Got you, Alan. Random pizza laying there. Oh my god, did I miss a pizza I needed to clean? Whoops. I'll have a look. To be honest, I'd well eat a pizza. I'm not going to. I already spent good money on my falafel today. I was in the break room. You see, it's because I'm a good boss. I'm a good boss, and therefore I'm offering the people what they need for work. Wait, I'm pretty sure I actually need to buy more hot dogs. So we need to give out these last 3. People are using. They're using my my ticket machine, which is clearly just an ATM, but that's fine. Leonard! Oh, brilliant. Leonard turned right around. He's already wearing his trunks, you see. Leonard is always wearing his trunks in case a swimming opportunity happens. Plot is a detective mystery, so it spoofs on Sherlock Holmes. A bit too in some regards. That's cute. Yeah, people are quite obsessed with Sherlock Holmes. Even to this day. People will, like, come over and want to see Sherlock Holmes stuff. And I'm like, babe, he doesn't exist. Like, he is fictitious. It's cool to see things that might remind you of him. Okay, we need to build 5 trash cans of a high prestige. The prestigious can. Have we unlocked them? Maybe it's a maintenance decoration? Okay, we're going to unlock a maintenance decoration and see if that does it. Because I don't really know what a high prestige bin is. Fountains! Yo! We need some fountains for sure. Manuel is waiting for a hot dog. Well, he's going to stay waiting. For a moment. Oh my god! The owner sucks bitch. You just peed? Well, you'll never pee again now. You've been damaged. Hello, sir. Would you like a hot dog? You got no wristband on! You cheat! I shouldn't enjoy my ability to torment the public, but I do. He's getting in love with the doctor and this is canon. What, in the show that you're listening to or in your personal canon? Bro went down like a prawn. That was rough. Oh my god, I didn't even need to build this. It just built itself. What do we think? I think that's great. Excuse me. Get your nipples out of my face. There we go. You, sir. A serious case of being a smelly boy. Basic lounger is broken. Look, I can't be dealing with all these things right now. Oh, will people leave me alone with this hot dog situation? Never seen so many people need a hot dog all at once. Get a grip. There's no one in the queue. Are we just that good now? Oh my god, I'm worried that the park is closing. It's dying. Is it because I opened it up and now it looks shit because it's empty? It'll be good. I wouldn't eat the hot dogs, but I would think about swimming here. Ah, crime. Bitch. You would think about swimming here? That's not so bad. I can see you lying here enjoying the view of the toilets. I should move those. That doesn't look good, to be honest. Am I wearing a wristband? Yeah. Wristband? You? Wench, you got a wristband on? She does. The hardest ones to notice are the perverts. Sometimes there's just someone standing there and you're like, oh, fair enough. And then it turns out that they're a pervert. Mm-hmm. She's making a face. Is it a pervert? Like, with the graffiti people, they're standing at like a specific wall, so it's easy to tell. Oh my god. Did a 360 down the stairs. Or maybe a 180. I'm unclear. Not Scran. How fucking dare you? My hot dogs, made by my never washed hands. How dare you? Okay, we're keeping an eye out. We're looking for problems. We're looking for people causing issues. We're looking for poos on the floor. He's making faces. What's going on? Who needs to be tormented by me? Jump in. Oh, nice job. Wait. You cheat. Gotta no wristband ass looking woman. Do we want like a fountain here? Do we think? Or should we put something there? We could put like a small pool. I don't know. Oh my god. Hello, sir. Here's your plain dog. Hello, sir. Here's your iced lemon. Fountain. Okay, brilliant. I love the enthusiasm. I will invest.
Yeah.
Mustard. Got him. Okay, we need mustard and we need lemons. These are the facts of the matter. I mean, we need hot dogs, not mustard. The mustard is, thankfully, will never run out in the bins. We need to empty the bins as well. Hurry up. Okay. There is a pizza there. Succulent.
Welcome to Kmart.
I really can't eat something like pizza today, though. Not only from a financial perspective, but also because, right? For those of you... Someone's drowning? For those of you who, like, saw Fred's stream... on Deliver the Food... I went and got a falafel plate. So, I met Fred because he needed his jacket and he got it delivered to my house. So, I was incredibly gracious. I went outside. I needed to go outside anyway. And I bought him his package, right? And I also bought him a piece of baklava because I thought that'd be nice. Which it was, right? Then, I went in, got myself a little falafel plate. Some salad, some falafel. It's supposed to have hummus. The man said, they're out of hummus, but I'd already paid. And I was like, well, it is what it is. I'll live. Well, then, I mention it to Fred. Fred proceeds to, because he's wandering around on his bike, and he hadn't got a job at the time, to literally turn up at the cafe I was at with hummus. The delivery, the guy who made me my food was like, oh my god, you just paid somebody to deliver you hummus? That's crazy. Gave me a free cookie. So I went out for like a light snack. Ended up having coffee, baklava, falafel with hummus, and a chocolate chip cookie. unbelievable quantities of very nice food. I was having a great time. Like, no complaints. I gave him a good review as a thank you. But I was like, no, that was a friend of mine. Like, I didn't order it. I swear, I'm not that insane. How'd you get rid of the bodies? You can actually revive them. So I have got a medicine that I can give to them and they come back to life, which is nice for me. So I don't actually have to fish them out myself, which is nice. Because I will say the one thing this game is missing is the option to fish crap that people have left in the pool out of the pool. There's nothing worse. Oh, you just reminded me. Oh, it's so gross. You know when, like, you're at the pool and then, like, a hair or something from somebody drifts past you and you're like, ugh. I don't know why people don't make more of a fuss of that. People are always going on about seaweed touching your feet, and I honestly think something touching you in the swimming pool is 1,000 times more disgusting. But that's just my opinion. Like, I don't want to talk ill of anyone that I like, but I did go on a holiday with somebody who was losing a lot of hair at the time. We were like, tie your hair up. We can't handle this. We can't live like this. And I stand by it. Way worse. Give me any number of fish swimming around me. Yeah, I'm getting the ick just thinking about it. I had the ick. It was not cute. I need, on the subject of things that give me the ick, someone out here is stinky. And they're getting blasted. Okay, they're clean now. I need my dogs. It's okay, don't worry, guys. I go straight from mopping the floor to shooting the customers to serving hot dogs barehanded. Just food and hygiene rating 20 stars. That's how good it is. You know what? This park is not that full today. That's not good. I don't feel good about it. Money's not bad though. Because we need our cash, babe. Come on. You. What are you after? Ice. Ba-blam. Okay, now we need to start picking up some rubbish. There's a lot of detritus in this park. Oh! Bored. Zelda is injured. Where's Zelda? What happened to Zelda? She died halfway down the slide? Okay, I'm gonna come get you in a second. Zelda's dead, babe. That's less an injury and more fatality. I don't understand what happened. What took her down? The sheer G-forces of this small slide? Natural causes? I don't think you should find me for that. I think that there are lots of things wrong with this park. But I genuinely don't think I can be blamed for that one. At least 2 of the times she was drowning. Zelda kept drowning. I saved her so much. Zelda, stop. Okay, well, hang on. I'm coming. No, don't tell me about ambulance dispatch. Okay, we're going to wake her up. Zelda, this is the problem. What are you doing? Also, I should not be fined because Zelda's dying, okay? Either from my... Is there a way I can see who's going to drown the most? I mean, I had a up to 30 people, and when I said the park wasn't full, it only had 22 out of 30, which I just don't think is very good. But then people were also saying that my park was boring, so I think I need to add more excitement, which I will be doing now because I've unlocked a bunch of new stuff. But mostly I will be installing 5 new bins because that's what the game's asking me to do. It's not my fault if that's boring. But also I will try and put more slides in and stuff. And like a fountain and things like that. Really tart the place up, you know, get it looking good. She's a menace. Zelda, just keep the hoop. Keep the ring, you know? Leave it on. If you can't swim, leave it on. Also, how do you die halfway down a slide? I've truly never seen that. That is weird in my opinion. Okay, this place is getting cleaned up. Excuse me. Oh wait, I should clean this. There we go. Okay, that's actually not too bad. I can't wait till I can get 3 workers and I can have someone cleaning too. The dude never came around and fixed this. I wonder if he can't pathfind to it. Because, like, the rest of them look fine, but that one's absolutely fucked. Okay, a lot of these are just, like, 1 hit from fixing. So they actually don't require much work, but they actually give me a lot of XP, so I'm going to do it. Okay, sick. Nah, 3 hits is too many. I'm a 1 or 2 hit gal. And he can do my man can fix the big stuff, you know? You just fixed the pool. Good job, Cash. Yeah, we've got to keep Zelda out the pool. If we see Zelda coming in, we're just going to push her over and say, leave. Stay out, Zelda. This is a Zelda-free zone. Like, we don't even have a wave pool here. I really don't think you should be drowning, especially as an adult. Because, like, I understand that a wave pool can take even the strongest of swimmers. Like, wave pools are just drowning machines. But they are fun. So, I understand the difficulty. Despite what I just said, I'm not anti-wave pool. Oh, no, I slid. Let's see what killed her. You see, it's safe. Except for the headbutting the wall at the end, but that's okay. Oh, God. Hang on. Out you get. Oh, my God. I think something was just clipping through my trousers there. I think you could just see my gentleman's area. What do we reckon? Do I have a video game cock and balls? And if so, did we just see them? Doing a Sean? Never in my life have I seen somebody dive like that. I had a friend who dived like, you know, like a joke from like a 1930s movie where they're like going like, I'm gonna dive in. Yeah, maybe she Fenty folded. It's true. Maybe that's what got her. In which case, I still shouldn't be fined. Stop fining me for the actions of others. I mean, you know, sometimes it's my fault, but psh, that specific time, I don't think it was. Why is it closed at 6 PM? Sun's gone down, isn't it? Who wants to be at the water park at this time of night? Unless we're in, like, Dubai or somewhere insanely hot, it's not going to be very fun. It's going to be chilly. And obviously, you know, we've got to clean. Welcome. You got to think about health and safety. You know? All of the lifeguards I'm going to hire any minute now, they'll want to go home. Okay, so let's see if we can put some bins in. Because the game wants me to install 5 Prestige 2 bins. I don't have any Prestige 2 bins. Fucking hell. Alright, let's see if we can find them. Modern toilets, mop upgrade. Trash highlight, showers. Okay, so it's not here. I would like to upgrade my mop, though. Modern trash bins. Okay, vendor staff. Completely unnecessary, but whatever. Great. We now have tier 2 bins. Just what everybody wanted. Oh, man. I really should have upgraded my sledgehammer before tearing down everything on the other side of the park. That's annoying. Okay, let's get some funky bins. Bin. bin. That's kind of in the way. I don't know. Maybe I should destroy some of the old bins. Bin. How many do I need? I put 3 in. Okay, well, we're going to expand over here. So we'll put 1 there for future expansion. And then we'll put 1 here. And I think that's all the bins we need. Oh, no, that's 4 bins. And then we'll put 1 here for future use. Brilliant. I'm the best in the world. Let's go build some bins. Maybe this will upgrade us to level 3. And that would be sick as hell. Oh, he's already doing it? Are you doing it? Cash, you fucking G. So I did put too many bins in. He was just building them for me. Ah, oh, legend. Thank you, Cash. When we made some money, you're going to get a... This is overwhelming. Overwhelmingly all the yellow. What? Overwhelmingly all the yellow? Do you mean the thing that shows you where bins are? Just shows you where bins are. Nice bins. Classy trash, thank you. Many have referred to me as such. Fantastic. We now go to bed. Babushka, it's the morning. Oh, look at that. The sun's up. Alan and Cash are already in work. Don't leave. The place is fixed up. We can maybe do some flooring over here in preparation for future expansion. I think I'm going to destroy this. It was an ugly bin and I did not care for it. Now, what colours do we have that we could potentially do over here? Because we've got the sort of blue zone. We've got the sort of yellow zone. Do we have any good colours yet? No. What are we going to do? Red? I deserve pink, purple, and other colours. When do I get more colours? Attractions? This game is a scam. I will research spray can. I just don't have enough research points yet. But I don't think spray can is more colours. I think it's literally a spray can. Citrus themed. Lime zone. Orange zone. Lemon zone. That's actually genius. I like that. Okay, we can go with the citrus theme. Orange would be nice. Yeah. Or like different fruits, just in general. Okay, we're opening the park. We're gonna go. Oh yeah, I forgot about this. Fucking queso bit. There we go. But yeah, I've just don't have any colours yet. The game's quite stingy with its colour options. There's a streamer, content creator called Queso, who's not spelled like that, but, like, he looks kind of like that, and they've obviously put him in the game, probably because then he'll play it, and ha ha ha, you know? But I don't really like the, like, I don't like the whole he's so heavy, big stomp thing. I'm not saying he's offended, I'm just saying in general, if you don't know who that guy is, you're going to be like, oh, okay. When everyone else in the world is skinny and then there's one fat guy and he's like, runs over and eats all the hot dogs, you know? Can you make it gay with rainbow colours across the park? So interesting. Hang on. I grab this. So we've got red. We've got orange. We've got yellow. We've definitely got green. We've got blue. We've got purple. I think we can. Yeah, I don't know. Like, I'm sure he'd be like, well, I don't know what he'd be like about it. He'd probably find it funny, but I don't know. I just think it could be a bit more tasteful than that. Oh, dude! Let's pick this hot dog up. Somebody come buy a hot dog. I'm not wasting it. It's costing me good money. Make it gay. Yeah, I gotta find a way of getting more colors, I guess. Excellent. He's purchased a hot dog. We're free. $10 out of 30 guests. Let's hand out some flyers. I wanna really fill the park today. I need money, I need points, I need XP, I need it all. Brilliant, that's one more guest. Oh my god, look at this queue. Alan is gonna fucking be making his money today. Cash, what are you doing out here? There's nothing to fix? Cash, there's always something broken, surely. Brilliant. He's so excited for it. Love that. Look at this queue. Okay, I'm seeing a water splash. That is how people are going to fall over. We're going to fix it. We're looking for graffitiers. We're looking for people with no wristband. We're looking for potential perverts. And more. Why do they pay to use the toilet? That's weird. Show me your wrists. Okay, everyone's got their stuff on. I just killed this man. Jace, I am so sorry. I know. Joe Biden. He's going by Jace now. He wants to seem cool and young. Okay, so the best way of getting points is walking around the park after something's been used once and just either fixing it with like one hammer or... Okay, I just killed 2 women. Or like cleaning it like 1%. Oh no, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, I'm sorry. Okay. Nothing's happening. Everything's going well. I don't know what to do with this information. Must be European toilets. We expect them to be clean. Look, I've never had that much of an issue in American toilets. Unless I'm in like a particularly shitty bit of like a major city. The main issue with American toilets is that they have loads of gaps. And I'm like, bro, why can't I see you? Like, please get rid of the gaps. I don't understand what the benefit is. But you know what? Yeah, I do prefer a toilet that has like an actual wall, but you know, it is what it is. What gaps? Like around the doors. Have you ever been to America? If you've been to America, you know what I mean. You know, like where you around the doors and the frame and stuff, you can just see in. And often the doors are really low. Yeah, if you've never been, you do not know the wonders of the gaps. It's awful. Just people can see you in the toilet. It's not great. Toilets with shelves in the bowl? Yeah, what is that? Dutch nonsense? Why are the Dutch such perverts? Middle of the storm in the Isles of Scilly? How's it going? You getting blown away? Is it bad? Alan's off the job. We got to get some people in. We need to make our money.
Yeah.
Okay, great. $21. I feel like price is going up. 8 adult, no thing. Fantastic. Yeah. Ooh. But yeah, American toilets are weird as well because they're like, they have really low water. It's very strange. It's why they're always getting clogged. It's like, American TV shows are really obsessed with toilets clogging. And I was always like, why does that happen? I was like, oh, your toilets suck. That sucks. Because like, I don't think I've ever seen, I can't think of a time where I've seen a toilet clog in the UK. Like, it obviously happens, but it's like not common. Oh, you were at a festival. I didn't know you were at a festival. One of the tents is blown over. Ours is currently fine. It's not going well overall. Oh no, is it work? I assumed it was a work thing. But then you said a tent and I was confused. Your brother's wedding? Wait, I need the full deets. I need the drama. So you're at your brother's wedding. Is it like a marquee's blown over? No, when you book an August wedding, you're not expecting a storm. I'm gonna be real. Of all the things it could have been, that sucks. Hey, at least it'll be a memory. So some people are at the wedding. They're staying in tents. The tents are blown over. I mean, that's your bad for staying in a tent at a wedding. Oh my god, the drowning. The drowning. The levels of drowning. Unprecedented. Stop drowning. That's crazy. Is there anywhere else for them to stay?
Welcome to Kmart.
Tommy, you're sending me videos. Hang on, I gotta pause. I gotta watch your videos of wedding related disasters. Oh my god! Oh my god! That's crazy. Oh, I just heard myself. Calm down, Emily. That is crazy. Wow, I did not realize it was that bad. Damn. Yeah, so you're off the coast. The wedding is until Saturday, so it's going to be okay in the end. It's a small island, like it's little. Hey Don, how you doing? It's tiny, right? How is it? Like, are they used to it, or is it like crazy? Maximo is drowning. Girl, if every single person in this pool could not drown, that would be so good. This place is disgusting. Quick, 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 quick. Oh my god, I don't have a thing. Okay, I cleaned the filter by hand. Good job, me. Oh my god. It's not very used to it. Shit. I was hoping because it's near Cornwall, like Cornwall gets a lot of storms and stuff, but damn. Well, if the wedding's not till Saturday, it should all have blown over by then. Pardon the pun. Lemonade with lemon. Got you, babe. I should really want to build a cool pool over there. Hopefully so. Oh my god, are we only in a hopefully situation? Is it worth using cat cam and me wasting my points? Well, she's on the floor behind me, so maybe. Hang on. I would say yes. I would say try it and we'll see if we can make it work. That being said, where is it? Currently we might not be able to get over to the wedding island. Wait, what? Hang on, I need more details. Okay. Hold on. Congrats, Emily. You invented Arscam. Still Arscam. Things are getting worse. Okay. We have cat cam. She's in. Florence, do not move. Excellent. Everything's going well. That's looking a bit wobbly. Don't fall. Okay, I'm not to slam the table. She is a cutie. She is the cutest of the beans. And I love her so much. I was literally just filming her today because she was so beautiful. She's very spoiled, and as she should be. What is the point of being a pet if not to be spoiled? Let me clean this up. She does not hate you. She can just sense you're perturbed. But yeah, so wait. Basically, a whole set of events around the wedding are happening on different islands. A lot of boat companies are stopping because of the storm. What the hell is this fucking wedding? Fucking treasure hunt ass wedding. That's crazy. It sounds so nice though. Oh please, Storm, don't fuck it up. Yeah, look, if she weren't asleep, I wouldn't have done it. But she's snoozing. She looks. Oh, are you a pervert? Pervert, honking at people. Yep. But like, when does the storm end? Surely soon. How long can a storm last? I'm feeling very how much can a banana cost? $10, you know? The storm never ends. We can never dry. Oh no. Oh no. How's your brother? How's your sister-in-law? Assuming he's marrying a woman, which I don't know. How is spouse? They're a bit stressed. That's what you get. No, I mean, this sucks. I'm not laughing. But you know, when you... There's a bit of like English schadenfreude when you spend all this money on hoping that the English weather is going to be good for one day. And England's like... Has my weather ever been good for one day? You're like, but I thought we were having a drought. And they're like, drought's over, baby. Drought's over. Stupid country. Can't give you anything. Mm-hmm. Yeah, this is the problem, is there's a lot of storms right now because this is the start of hurricane season and we get clobbered by the tail end of 900 different hurricanes. Yeah. That's why it happens. Is that literally it just comes up from the Gulf, like on the Gulf Stream, and just where we get all of our fucking little winter storms from. Every time someone in Bristol's roof is blown off, it's actually the leftovers of some Category 22 Floridian explosion. Weather in Florida is fucking psycho, though. But yeah, that sucks. Let's cross our fingers and cross our toes. I need to look up this storm. Is it named? Lady Red Fox just gifted a sub to Lord Spiral. Lady Red Fox, thank you so much. So generous of you, babe. Oh, what a throw. That was for you. Fucking Gobi's back at it again. I wonder if you clean bigger stuff if you get more points. No, it's still 1 even when it's like a whole pool. Lame. That's like really lame, bro. So how much money we got today? We always make like 2 grand. I'll need more. What's 2 grand gonna do for me? Gonna get clip chance. People are gonna be like, rude British streamer. Talk shit about viewers. When was the last time we had a good streamer going, you guys don't give me enough money? That used to be a classic. Things aren't the same post-COVID. People aren't even as, even the word? When you feel like you're owed something. I'm unsure if it's named. Okay. I'll look it up. I'm gonna find out. I need to see the weather. I'm sure you know everything about the weather at this point. I'm sure it's just like, it's good. Entitlement. Exactly. Love a bit of it. Hilarious. Cracks me up every time. Storm Ferdinand and Hurricane Erin. Not Ferdinand and Erin coming together at a wedding. That's so attention-seeking of them. A heterosexual couple just coming over, desperate for attention. Embarrassing. Got another research point. Right, we're up to 7. I'm literally just fixing stuff for the points. I actually do not... I want to let my man do it. The couple nobody invited. Rude. So rude. Poor you. Well, poor them. God, I can't even imagine how much all this must have cost. I mean, I'm assuming there's probably insurance and stuff on it, so you probably get some of the money back, but that's really not the point. Like, oh, my once-in-a-lifetime wedding. Look, the hurricane will make it a talking point, alright? Getting clapped by a hurricane is drama. And if they have kids, they get to do the whole, like, well, you think that's bad. When your father and I got married, it was in a hurricane. You think this little bit of rain is going to stop you from going to school? Sorry, my British parent just came out. Am I a parent? No. But I've got all of the toxicity in me. Well, it seems getting married here is a tradition for the bride side of the family. Okay. We love an expensive tradition. Let's go. Then the bride side of the family's got to put some fucking money in too. You know, oh, you want us to continue the beloved family tradition? Better give me some of that beloved family cash. Well, this is the situation. I've never dated anyone with any money because usually rich people give me the ick. But it would be fun. But then, like, I'll get the ick and it won't work. But it would be fun. But no. You know? Bigger tips. On the subject. Yoinko. Okay. Rainbow does look good. It's one of my all-time faves. And we're going to go with modern slides. Budget-friendly slides that are quick to set up and easy to enjoy. Okay. Okay, I do want modern lounges too. But okay, let's go with some slides for now. Build a third shower. Oh my god, I could have done that anytime. Let's build a third shower. With at least 1 prestige. Okay, so this crappy little shower. Well, we're about to extend over here. Where are the other showers? So there's 3 showers over here, I think. There's 1 over there, so let's just put 1 up here. Yeah, you better hope the bride's not somebody who, like, believes in, you know, the universe is sending me messages. Like, oh, the universe told me not to marry him. No, it didn't, darling. That was just a hurricane. Yes! Okay, we're about to invent vending machine. Okay, build a snacks vending machine. Can you stop making so many demands of me and just give me 3 stars? Is it difficult? Would we consider a vending machine an attraction? Do I just have it? Do I not need to unlock it? Oh my god, I literally just have it. Fantastic news. Where would I put a vending machine if I needed one? I'll put one up here so people don't need to walk over and bother me. Okay, cool. Vending machine. Maybe this will get me 3 stars. The brides being chill as they can be. No, I can't imagine how stressful wedding hurricane is. That's not fun. Like, it's drama. It's all going to work out. It will probably be fine. But also, yeah, what a queen. I can't imagine it. Yeah. I'm like joking about it, but obviously it sucks. It is like serious and shit. And like, obviously people get rain on their wedding day or whatever, but when there are contingencies in place, but they aren't ideal, literally it'll all work out. Like, whatever happens, it will be a beautiful day and it will be great times with friends and family, which is the most important thing. But shit. I think it's like an oat bar. That's what I think, at least. Hey, it looks like things could be dying down on Saturday. Okay? There's a chance that things are going to be more okay than you'd think on Saturday. But yeah. Hurricanes, man. Okay. So, I am going to go to bed. Bink. I think I'm going to open the park early today to try and get some money in. I'm going to start building stuff over here. Raisin cookie vending machine snacks. Yeah. What do they look like? Let's have a look. Yeah, it's giving flapjack, I think. I think we're experiencing flapjack. Yeah, and we'll see if we can do something with the floor over here. What does this red look like? It's kind of a fun divider. I think we could use it as a divider and then go orange. It's not gay, but like, I don't have enough colours to go gay yet. We'll change it. We'll make it gayer over time. Hide the blood. Exactly. Beyond this point, danger. I don't even have an orange. I've already got more paint colours. Even more paint colours. Over here. That's where we get the rest of them. Okay, we're going to open the park and try and sell as much granola as possible and hope that gets us 3 stars. Because obviously the decision, what decides a 3-star park from a 4-star park or whatever, is how many oat bars you can sell. I'll be lime green, maybe. Maybe we'll go lime green instead of red. Maybe I'm being ridiculous. Okay, everyone's coming in. Love that. Zelda, enjoy. Oh wait, wasn't Zelda the one who drowned like 6 times last time? Because we don't want that. But yeah, if we can unlock more colours, that'd be really great. Yeah, I just invited Zelda back. Specifically. Despite the fact that she tried to die in my park multiple times. You enjoy this. You enjoy that. Right, everyone has been leafleted. Okay, now we're going to look out for scoundrels. People sneaking in, people doing crimes. Okay, he didn't sneak in or do any crimes. I do quite like that red, though. I do think it's fun. What if we could do, like, purple, you know? Like, we got yellow and then we got blue. Stinky. Stink alarm. Love a purple. That would be cute. I'd like that. Especially like a lighter color, because like this color is so dark, and then this is very vibrant, and then make this like a wonderland. Ow. What happened? Jesus. Make it acid trip zone. Yeah, you get me. You 100% get me. What if we put like a fountain in here? I think that could look cute. Wait, we have flipping umbrellas. That's cool. We'll put some umbrellas in. Let's lower the melanoma rate. Oh, we're out of money. Every day we run out of cash. Oh, he's on it. But yeah, we'll make it like, because we're going to get new slides too, so we can get some like crazy slides. I see that guy looking evil. Are you giving evil looks? I'm going to say yes. He was a vandal. Oh, there's already like 52 of these over here and I just didn't notice. Hang on, we've got to try and move some. Oh, these ones are just way bigger. Okay, we'll just move the small ones here for now. Cool. Yeah. Parasols look shady. It's stupid. We have sold 0 snacks so far. Please, everybody, start buying snacks. Mama needs a new set of money. Was he doing sexual harassment? Get the fuck out of my park. Get out. Ow. Anyone else doing crimes? Come back here. Naomi's waiting for a hot dog. Hey, Becca, how are you doing? Okay. Someone's drowning in the smallest pool in the world. Get a grip of this life ring. And then you are in the need. Hydrate. Got you. God, everyone here is stinky as hell. Not too bad, babe. Just killing time, playing some games, having a good vibe. Had a nice day today. Gonna eat some dinner in a bit. Excited for that. It's your birthday. Isn't that delightful? Happy birthday. Have you had a nice day? Are you having a nice day? Oh. We need a dog. Here you go, babe. Lovely. This man's standing. Okay. I think he was standing with intent to harass. But no, he was standing with intent to put something in the bin. Which is fine. That's permitted. Okay, that's a bit wonky, but it looks cute. I like it. Hello, Muffin. How you doing? Nice to see you. Right, we're just trying to get points today. Today is all about points. Alan's on a break. This is disgusting. 6 hours. Adult. Slide pass. Got you. London. Senior. Did it work? Did zoom in work? Or do I need to reset the thing? Nope. Okay, hang on. Let me fix it. Okay, I'm gonna press this button. Can you redeem it again? And then we'll see if it actually worked. It should have worked now. It should work now. Plug it down. Yeah! What? Excellent. What if we never unzoom? What if it also zoomed in on flow? That would be great. Also, sorry, I'm a bit off center. I had to scooch to one side, so it was Florence cam and not ours cam. Landon is drowning. Okay. Well, London is burning. Ugh, the cam, literally. Oops. I killed you. Sorry, dude. Everyone in this park is so stinky. Just phasing through the wall. You. Stinky. Okay, we got Adam. She's having a great time. She doesn't know why I just sprayed her. That's all good. Oh, sorry, babe. We're out of lemons. We're totally out of lemons in this lemon-themed stream.
Welcome to Kmart.
We have sold 3 granola bars. Oh my god, it does not help. Anyone trying to buy a granola bar is falling over. Please. Buy a granola bar. Immediately. I feel like my park is flopping. It's making me feel bad. God. I was just thinking about Tom's family and the wedding again, and I just was like, oh man. Oh fuck. I was feeling really bad. I was like, this sucks. Fucking hurricanes, man. Who'd let them? Oh my god, look at you cracking on. She's like, I'm a fan. I'm just saying. You make good coffee. Nice matcha. Look, who wants to go out for coffee when you got the good stuff at home? Okay, we've got no sausage. Oh god, that sounded wrong. Go buy hot dogs.
Welcome to Kmart.
I never thought about like finding someone on a work account and being like, oh, Polly, just, you know, for the vibe. To be honest, everyone who works around here is too young. Predator. Okay, we're gonna spray my dude. Oh my god, stink. Stink lines. Anyone else smelly? Yeah, I followed the coffee shop account first. How very dare you? Destroying my thing. That's not what I intended. Imagine you went out to try and buy a lemonade and... Girl, I didn't do anything wrong. You smell. Imagine you go out to buy a lemonade and then somebody just starts smashing it with a sledgehammer and then there's like, whoops, and then just serves you the lemonade. That would be crazy. I've sold 9 snacks at the vending machine. Come on, keep buying. We close in half an hour. Can we sell? We can't even sell 5 more snacks. There's no way. Please. Okay, we're going to buy another box of granola and fill it up. No space in my inventory. God damn it.
Welcome
Okay.
to Kmart.
Granola. Got it. How many? We've still only sold 10. Oh my god, and there's no one even lined up to buy one. You guys suck. Maybe I should have put in 2. So people didn't have to travel for it, you know? Just really like granola everything. God damn it! Well, we'll never get to live our dreams. As always, we've been cucked by the hands of time. But I'm gonna go before it is 11 because I really need to try and sleep well tonight because I did not fall asleep last night, and this was not on purpose at all until 7:30, which is technically the morning because the sun was fucking up and I was just lying there with my face mask on, not sleeping, and it sucked. So we're gonna try and fix that tonight by eating some dinner and getting ready for bed at a reasonable hour, and we've taken our pills earlier, so sleep is on the agenda. That is the plan. I will be back on Monday for a full-length stream. And then I will... So my new schedule is Monday, Wednesday, and Thursday. I will be uploading the banner below the stream so that that is more obvious because Fred and I reorganized our schedule to make deliveries on the weekends more free for him, which is great. And I will... hopefully see you all on Monday. Follow me on Instagram if you haven't. I have very nice videos of Florence I'm about to post. So if you want to see her being as cute as she is right now, hey little Flo. Yes, that's you. If you want to see her being super cute, go over there. And thank you everyone for such a nice day and a lovely time. Oh, punch my bones. Okay. Hello. You're so cute. Why is there so much arse in the camera right now? Get out of here. And, you know, Flo needs food too. So let me just save this. Save game. Let me click here. Exit. Am I zoomed in? No, I think I look like this the whole time. Right. Let's find us a little song to go out on. A little tune. Yeah, she does like the lights. She does like the lights, especially when they do the one that like squiggles up and down. She gets really into following it. Okay, let's see what this is like. This could be an ending song. I can vibe with this. Okay. See you on Monday. Fred will be streaming this weekend. Deliver the food. You know the vibe.